Israelites coming in week and week out. Prophesy the downfall and destruction of America, man. All right, and to prophesy the enslavement of you heathens, man. All right, and the return of our Lord, Yahweh Shah. Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shah. We want to start by saying, all glory, honor, praise to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shah, Hashem, Rakar, Kadash, Barakatah. Double honor to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who will. All right, we want to say peace and blessing to all that I can push His word. The truth is sincerity around the four corners of the earth. All right. Hey, Panama camera around right quick. Let me see what's going on. You know? Yeah, so what's going on? Yeah, hey, you know what's going on, man. All right, with Trump. All right, hey, everybody finding out that the American government is a liar, man. Hey, these Edomites, that's what everybody finding out. Ain't nothing but some liars, man. Donald Trump, all right, the president of France, the prime minister of the United Kingdom, Theresa May, all them best Edomites, man. All right, they just got different names, man, that they made up for themselves. They all go back to a man named Esau, man, who the progenitor of you so-called white people. Now I'm backing off the brother Spirit, going into the article that was dropped today about how they got caught in a lie. And then when it dropped 103 bombs in Syria, all right, before the investigation was to take place over the chemical attack, man. Right. All right. So they caught red-handed, man. All right, America that is. All right. And we in a time of war. So they went and made that attack. He actually bypassed Congress to make the attack. He didn't even get their approval because he knew that they would deny. He went ahead and just launched the missiles anyway, man. Yeah. All right. Theresa May too. Theresa May, she ride along with him, man. All right. But everybody find out that Esau is a liar, man. They get Psalm 64. Go ahead, though.
This Psalms chapter 58 and 3.
Yeah, start at 1.
Verse 1. Do ye exceed speak righteousness?
Right. Do you indeed speak righteousness, man? No, these so-called white people, the rulers of the whole world, they don't speak righteousness, man. All right? These Edomites, especially their biblical nationality. Don't let them fool you by calling themselves white, man. All right? Go ahead.
O congregation, do ye judge uprightly, O ye sons of men?
Right. Do ye judge righteously, O sons of men? All right? Hey, what's your nationality?
I have many.
Oh, see, no, that's Edomite. That was the Edomite shit, man. All right, what you got going on, man?
Well, I represent a 12th century knight in the kingdom of Jerusalem.
No, you ain't part of the kingdom of Jerusalem. The knights in Jerusalem was dark skinned. They didn't have vitiligo. That's what they call it, right? Vitiligo. They didn't have that.
In the early 1800s, the Europeans went back.
That takes over your skin color with the this is what the American government say, right? Go ahead.
I don't know what the government says.
Oh, you don't like the government? How you feel about the bombing that Donald Trump just did on Syria?
I don't know about it yet.
The precise, overwhelming attack that just took, what was it, yesterday
No, I
morning?
don't know what to think about it yet because I don't know what's real and what's fake anymore.
Okay.
So that's why I'm
And get ready to go into slavery, man. Hey, you're an Edomite, man. You get ready to go into slavery, all right?
No, I recognize that these people here are already in it. I'm not going in.
Yeah, we are in slavery. We're in slavery, man. All right, everybody's in slavery for real, man. Under the so-called white man, under young people, man. All right.
Hey, I'm by myself. I didn't come out representing anybody. I just came over here to say hello.
Right now.
Check you guys out.
Go ahead, read through it.
It's Psalms 41 and 5. My enemies speak evil of me.
Right.
When shall he die? And his name perish.
Yeah, that's what we asking the Lord, because our enemies speak evil of us, man. You know who we are?
Hey, I'm not here to speak evil. I got the same God as you, my friend.
No, we don't worship the same God. You worship a God named Satan, man. We worship a God named Yahweh.
I don't worship Satan. Why would you say I worship Satan?
Look at your attire, man. All right, you blacked out. You blacked out, man. Look at you negative. Go ahead, read.
And if he's come to see me, he speaketh vanity.
Hey, you speaking vanity. Hey, you a grown man out here dressed like that, man. You don't have no integrity or no dignity, man. What am I wearing? What am I wearing?
You guys are wearing tunics.
No, this ain't no tunic, man.
What is it?
These are garments. These are garments.
So is my garments.
Oh, that's cool, man. Keep going.
Do your thing.
And if he come to see me,
hey, get ready to go to slavery, man. America gonna be destroyed. America gonna be destroyed.
and if he come to see me, he speaketh vanity. His heart gathereth iniquity to itself. When he goeth abroad, he telleth it.
Now, go ahead. You speak on that.
It says, all that hate me whisper together against me.
That's right. That's why the scriptures say that they confederate against us, man. Esau and these other nations, man. All right? But Esau, he a covenant breaker, though, man. Even the covenant that he had with these other nations. All right? That's why all the, even Iran, they just carried out an attack on, what is it? I mean, Israel just carried out an attack on Iran, if I ain't mistaken.
Yeah.
All right? Hey, I'm talking about like yesterday or today, early this morning, recently.
Recent.
You got it.
It says, against me they devise my hurt. An evil disease say they, cleaving fast unto him, and now that he lieth, he shall rise up no more. All right, so once Yahweh Shem Shah take the so-called white man down, he ain't coming back up no more, man. Right, just like in Isaiah 14, all right, 21, all right, they never gonna come back up, man. All right, so you Edomites, all right, that's out here protesting and shit, y'all should be enjoying America. That's why we always tell you Edomites just enjoy America. You got Edomites over there that's mad about the government. They saying no more American imperialism. All right, American imperialism benefits y'all. Why wouldn't you want it? Because you about to see a higher level of imperialism when your house shall come back.
Right.
You about to take over every fucking thing through the spirit of the Lord. All right, so enjoy your, this imperialistic time for the Edomites, man. All right, you gotta go. All right.
This Psalms chapter 58 verse 2. Yeah, in the heart ye work wickedness.
Yeah, Esau, in heart ye work wickedness, man. That's why the scripture say that he devised how to throw you into a pit, man. Yeah. Even though he be matter of fact, get Sirach for me. You can read that out first though, but Sirach 12 and 16. Both shot. Go ahead.
Ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth.
Yeah, that's what Esau do. He weighed the violence of his hand in the earth. That hand represents power, man. All right, that's what that word hand represents power. I forget the Hebrew word. I think it's yad, if I'm not mistaken, because it's I think it's the symbol in one of the Hebrew alphabet, the triangle. I think it's the dot. It means yad, yeah, hand. All right, that's the Hebrew word for hand. All right, it represents power. It's talk about their military might, man. All right, yeah.
They got the three, and then they got the look at the bottom, if I'm mistaken.
No, it's just a triangle.
They switch them up. But verse 3, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
Right, speaking lies, man. And that's all the so-called white man doing. He got caught up in a lie, man, with these chemical allegations. These chemicals, the president of Syria supposedly using chemical warfare against the citizens, man. They getting caught up in a lie, man. All right.
Trump just wanted to drop some missiles. He wanted to use his sword, man. He was trigger happy, man. Because he dropped 103 missiles, but 71 of them got interfered or intercepted by Russia, though. You know what I mean? He was just ready to just do something to show his might, man. Just to show that military strength, because he spent over 700 billion, on their military might.
And not only that, Esau's trying to do whatever the so-called white man, they trying to not be exposed, but they being exposed, so that's why they went over there, like the brother said, man, they went over there and threw them bombs because the evidence was going to point back to America line. So they ain't want to get caught in their lie, they ain't want to be exposed, so they went over there and just bombed it, man.
That's right. This is St. Luke chapter 21, and I'm going to start at 24. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations. And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled. Which right now it ain't been fulfilled yet because they still in their rulership, man. All right, the Lord, what's that? In 2 Maccabees, is it 6 and 14? He patiently forbears, so diligently with us.
Oh yeah, come.
Is that 6? Can you grab that Baba Kasha? 2 Maccabees, I believe, is 6 and 14, if I'm mistaken. You know, going into that topic because the time of the Gentiles, they fulfilled it. That's what we still being trodden down. We being gunned down in the streets, cops being let off scot-free. Look at your Alton Sterling case, man. All right, they just came back with the verdict like last month. They said he was found not guilty, man, as a prime example, man. It goes on to say, verse 25, and there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars and upon the earth distress of nations. And last year it was an eclipse, man. And what followed that eclipse, it was hella earthquakes, hella hurricanes. You know, just it was a bomb bolt cyclone in the wintertime. All right, power being shut out, trees falling, shit like that, man. All right, so that's what the Lord is talking about. He's showing signs in the earth, man, and them ornaments that he got. All right, and then it says, and upon earth distress of nations, like we see now. You got this, you can pan the camera around, it kind of like disintegrated a bit, but it's still a small crowd of gathering that shows, you know, that they was out there protesting, man, with their little picket fences and shit like that. We out here protesting, but for the namesake of Yahweh Shem Shah, doing it according to his will, man.
That's right.
All right, and to wake up his people under his son, being the watchman for them, man. All right, so this is distress of nations because you got so much turmoil going on. Like the one dude said, he said he don't know what to feel, you know? BK, you don't know what's fake and what's true. Last
He
but not
got
least,
legion of demons on
yeah,
him.
well that too. Last but not least, it says, well, I was saying in the aspect because this place is confusion. This is Babylon. You know what I mean? But I see twofold. It says, last but not least, it says, with perplexity, deceit and the waves roaring, men's hearts failing them for fear, and for looking after those which are coming on the earth. For the powers of heaven shall be shaken.
Yeah, the powers of heaven is talking about these Edomites. They the ones who in power right now. The so-called white men. They gonna be shaking, man. All right? They gonna be shaking with fear. They gonna be trembling, man. All right? Let's go back to that, man. Go back to that Psalms 80. I mean, what's that? Yeah, Psalms.
And it said that they men's hearts failing them for fear. He said men's hearts failing them for fear. Man. So they're gonna be dropping dead a heart attack. All right, the Lord he cold with his judgment. Man.
Yeah,
You go ahead.
No, everybody out here just walking around, man. Just got that liberty, man. All right? That's why the scripture said they that had liberty, yet had liberty, man. But loathed my law, man. You know, when place of repentance was given unto them, they repented not, man, but despised it, man. They say they understood not right. Because they don't understand that we out here, that we men of the Lord. Because how we look, how we talk, because we use so-called curse words. We wear the latest fashions or whatever. Brother might have jewelry, earrings, or whatever. Because prophets, you go with the times, man. You ain't gonna stay in old goddamn wearing you know, leather strap up shoes and shit. You know what I'm saying? And the type of attire that they used to wear, man. You know? Go ahead.
This 2nd Ezra chapter 9 verse 10.
Yeah.
For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me.
Right, because the benefits that our people have, they ultimately from the Heavenly Father, because He the one who put the Spirit on the rulers to give it to them, man. All right, to put them. Hey, the scripture say a gift destroyed the heart. That's why a majority of these people destroyed.
No pictures.
All right. Yeah, that's why a majority of these people destroyed. Okay, because what the so-called white man gave them that liberty and these gifts and things like vehicles and things like smartphones. You know, this technology, government benefits, man, food stamps, you know, subsidized housing for you Israelite women, all right? You know, that's when they receive them benefits. They have not known me, man, because hey, the scriptures say, man, it's because of the mercies of the Heavenly Father that the sons of Jacob is not consumed, man. All right, the sons of Jacob is who, man? The people you see on this sign right here, man. They're the sons of Jacob, man, according to the Bible, man. All right, go ahead.
Verse 11. And they that have loathed my law while they had yet liberty, and when as yet a place of repentance was
they hate
open.
the law though. The scripture, they hate the law. Our people hate the law. He said they loathe His law, man. We going to Isaiah the 30th chapter to tell you what, man. Our people is a rebellious people, lying children. Do not want to hear the law of the living power, man. The supreme Yahweh. Our people don't want to hear the law of the Lord, man. That's why they hate it. That's why when we come out here and preach the Bible and we tell our people they doing something wrong according to the Bible, that's when they hate us, man. That's when they get that disdain for us, man. That bad taste in their mouth, looking at us like, oh, y'all niggas making me look bad. Or society, we growing and going and we progressing. Look at us, we came from slavery. Nigga woman talk about she thank God from slavery. You gotta be a fool to thank the Most High for slavery. The shit that these devils did to us in slavery, man, you gotta be a goddamn fool, man. That was punishment, man.
That's right.
That's right.
Raping men, raping little children, girls, man, raping our women, cutting their bellies open, stomping their fetus. That's punishment, man. All right? That wasn't for niggas to, oh, we overcame that. You feel me? That's why the Lord about to put our people through some hurt, man. All right? Go ahead, finish that.
And when as yet place of repentance was open unto them.
This the place of repentance right here, man. This how you get repentance, by coming back to the Lord, the living power. It's only one true power that run the earth, man. All right, according to the Bible. It's only one true power that run the earth, man. Okay? The scripture tell you that the other gods are nothing, right? And I think that's Psalms 96 chapter, okay?
Can I ask you a question, man? Because you talking about the 12 tribes of Israel, right? And then you got Israel comes out of Isaac, right? Right? And then Ishmael was his brother, right? Am I wrong anywhere in what I'm saying? So when God says that the tribes of Ishmael, the children of Ishmael will be blessed forever, which actually talks about Islam. Yeah, it's in the Bible. It's in Isaiah.
Okay.
You can since somebody was already in Isaiah. So you talk about the 12
Yeah,
tribes of
Hebrews,
Israel, but then you don't
what's
speak
that?
about
Hebrews 8,
Ishmael,
Hebrews 6.
which all religion comes from God's original text, which comes from any type of African religion, which comes from out of Kemet,
Go ahead,
which,
keep going.
which everybody is descended from Egyptian people. Am I correct? That's where the oldest.
Can you repeat that? I'm sorry, I was listening to my brother. Repeat your statement again.
So all of us come out of Egypt. All of
Get second Esdras. 6.
This
54.
everything that you read is translated from the original Kemetic religions.
No, wait. What is the word? Wait, let's go there. All right, let's quick question. You asking me hella question. That's the thing about it. It's just a dialect or a dialogue.
Go ahead.
It's a question for you answer a question, I answer the question. I answer a question, you answer. How you
I'm
ask me 30 questions?
I'm gonna ask you a question. And I'm not armed with no type of Bible, no type of.
Just deal with the first part of your question.
Go ahead, because I asked.
I don't remember because you asking more than multiple questions at once.
Where we start at?
Go ahead.
Where I started at was Israel versus Ishmael, which is where you have the
Israelites Ishmael being the chosen. Okay, you said being blessed forever. Okay, all right.
And in God's word, He says that the Israelites will always be His people, but the children of Ishmael will also be highly favored forever.
Okay. What scripture is that? If you don't mind me asking.
That's in Isaiah. I can't give you exact, but it's in the book of Isaiah. So
type that in real quick, Bible shop. The children of Ishmael shall be highly favored forever. Type that in real quick. All right. Now get Romans the 9th chapter. Now because you know that the old covenant was done away with. All right. Wow.
The old covenant was not done away with because Jesus says particularly in His word, He said, "I did not come to do away with the old laws, but to enact a new covenant." So He did not do away with the old law. So if that was the case, Christians wouldn't believe in the Old Testament and the New Testament. You wouldn't read from the Old Testament.
I'm not saying nothing about that though.
I don't see it, bro.
Right, and that's
it's
in the
in
Bible.
there.
It's not in there.
But when you find it, can you let us know?
Here,
Right, yeah, look it up. All right. Now you talking about Ishmael? Come. That's right. Get Psalms 1. Psalms what is that? 147.
I got something for you, brother.
19.
Oh, yeah, 19 and 20.
Go ahead. Amos 3 and 3 is clear hell.
I'm right on there right now.
Go ahead.
It's Amos 3 and 2.
Start at 1.
It says, "Hear this word that the Lord Yahweh hath spoken against you, O children of Israel."
So this the word of the Lord, and all the chapters in the Bible, who the Lord talking to? Now the scripture said that the children of Israel are gonna be saved from their sins. Who was under the covenant, man? Who was under the old covenant anyway? Was Ishmael given the covenant? Was Ishmael given the law, statutes, and commandments? Yes or no? No, he wasn't. So therefore, the Lord ain't dealing with him, man. All right. And he had his blessing, man. He had his blessing. Look at him. The Saudis over there in Dubai, all right, they still got their blessing. They rich off of oil money, man. They got hella money over there in the Middle East, man. They got money, man. Go ahead. And that's the thing about it. Go ahead, I'll read your scripture. That's right.
Genesis.
There we go.
Or Genesis 16 and 9.
Yeah.
And the angel of the Lord said unto her,
That's right, now let's get it. Go ahead.
Return to thy mistress
You listening?
and submit thyself under her hand.
You ain't even listening.
And the angel of the Lord said unto her, I will multiply thy seed exceedingly, that it shall not be numbered for multitude. And the angel of the Lord said unto her, Behold, thou art with child, and shall bear a son, and shall call his name Ishmael.
Ishmael, so this about Ishmael right here, right? All right, this is the Lord telling them, man. Who is that?
So hold on. Let's get into the theology of this.
No.
There's
one question. We're answering one question.
I want to expound on what he.
We're answering a question.
Can I expound on what's going on here?
We just answering your question. Read it.
All right, verse 11 again. And the angel of the Lord said unto her, Behold, thou art with child, and shall bear a son, and shall call his name Ishmael, because the Lord hath heard thy affliction.
Right.
And he will be a wild man.
A wild man. That's why they over there in the Middle East, man. Those what they call the Taliban. They just made a statement, man. They said the war could go on for 100 more years because Ishmael a wild man. Why you think these so-called white people put their military over there in the Middle East can't get a hold of that land? Because Ishmael is a wild man. They ain't gonna go down without a fight, man.
Right.
This ain't a go. Keep going.
All right, we're going to Genesis 17 and 20 real quick.
That's right.
And as for Ishmael,
This about Ishmael, okay? Because it was a question about Ishmael. Who was that asking the question? Abraham, right?
I have heard thee. Behold, I have blessed them.
Right, because he didn't want his son to be out there with nothing, man. Go ahead.
And will make him fruitful.
Fruitful.
And will multiply him exceedingly.
Exceedingly. Go ahead.
12 princes shall he beget, and I will make him a great nation.
Okay.
But my covenant will I establish with Isaac.
That's right. So that's what it meant. He said he was gonna make him a great nation. Where it say he gonna be favored forever at? You just said that. You just you just been found to be a liar.
Still ain't found.
You just been found to be a liar, man. The scripture said, read the one you just read up before you said the blessing for Isaac, Baba Bashar.
Genesis 17 and 20.
Genesis 17 and 20.
And as for Ishmael,
the one this guy over here protesting about, go ahead. He said that the Lord said he had heard him. Abraham prayed for a son, man. That was his eldest son. He didn't want to see him out there with nothing. Go ahead.
behold, I have blessed him and will make him fruitful.
And that's what the Lord did. Ishmael is fruitful, man. Over there, they got money and everything. They fucking drive Bugatti, leave them bitches in the police impound for years, man. Don't care about it. Keep going. You said he was going to be highly favored forever. Go ahead.
Did he not say be fruitful?
And will multiply him.
That's not highly favored forever. You said that. Keep going. He said multiply him exceedingly. Go ahead.
Okay.
12 princes shall he beget.
Okay.
And I will make him a great nation.
Made him a great nation. Go ahead.
But my covenant will I establish with Isaac.
Okay.
Which Sarah shall bear unto thee.
Exactly. So Ishmael, he don't have no part in this, man. That's the point of that, man. So he just proved you wrong. What's the next question? Read that.
In Psalms 149 and 19, he showeth his word unto Jacob.
Jacob, who's Jacob, man? We the descendants of Jacob, man. We tell by the scriptures, man, by the spirit. The scriptures say what, man? Through the spirit, we bear his spirit, bear witness with our spirit that we're the sons of the living power, man.
Right.
There's 3 classifications of men on the earth, man. The sons of the wicked, the sons of the Most High God, all right, whose Hebrew name is Yahweh Shah, and then it's the sons of men. These other nations, the Ishmaelites, the Chinese, all right, well, the East Indians, man, all right, the Syrians, the Kurds. Okay, go ahead.
His word,
his word was his word. The scripture, you going to the Quran, what you Muslim, man? You going to the Quran, the scripture tell you that the Lord deals with the children of Israel. Even in the Quran has no prophecies, man. This book has many of prophecies. This book written over thousands of years ago, and they have prophecies that coming past today, man. We gonna read some of them. Hey, Syria been, Isaiah 17 and start from the top. Syria, goddamn, America shooting them missiles over there on Syria and Damascus and Duma. That's all prophesied in the Bible. Isaiah wrote about it. Read it.
Isaiah 17 and 1. The burden of Damascus.
Damascus is a city in Syria. The capital of Syria. It's written thousands of years ago. So that means it's a prophetic book. It's talking about Damascus. Read it.
The burden of Damascus.
The burden. They got a burden on them over there, man. Go ahead.
Behold, Damascus is taken away from being a city.
That's right. Hey, because they gonna bomb that city up too, man. That little 105 missiles, 71 of them was diverted, man. The 30-something that made it, that ain't nothing, man. They gonna blow that city up too.
That's right.
Go ahead.
And it shall be a ruinous heap.
A ruinous heap. The Lord said the city of Damascus is gonna be a ruinous heap. The Lord don't. You got that second address?
I got something for you.
I dropped it.
Hold on, Salaki.
I'm going to second address.
Got it.
Read 54 real quick.
6 and 54?
Yeah.
Second Address chapter 6 verse 54. And after these, Adam also, who thou madest Lord of thy creatures.
That's right.
Of him come we all.
Of him come we all. We all come up out. And that's what the scripture said. Keep going.
Of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen.
And the people also whom thou hast chosen. It's cool. It's cool. Which meaning what, man? Which it said, and read that again, Baba Shah, man.
This second Address 6 and 54. And after these things, Adam also, who thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all.
Of him come we all. Go ahead.
And the people also whom thou hast chosen.
So that means the Lord have a chosen people that he deal with. The Lord have a chosen people. He have a chosen animal. He have a chosen plant. Go ahead.
Verse 55. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sake.
Yeah, for our sakes. The world is really for the Israelites, man. The people on this side right here. And it ain't about color, man. Because that's what a lot of niggas try to do, chop our fucking videos up and make it think about it's about color, man. Hey, yeah, we racist. Going to the word racist, it means basically somebody who think that one particular race is superior than another, man. Okay? Don't these so-called white people, ain't they racist, man? They think they are superior than us, man. Goddamn right, man. Racist, man. Keep going.
Verse 56.
Got it.
As for the other people.
The other people, who is the other people, man? The ones outside of who is chosen. Who is chosen? Israelites. You just said it. Go ahead.
As for the other people, which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing.
They are nothing. Go ahead.
But be like unto spittle.
Spittle. When a little, you having a conversation with somebody, a little, you see a speck of spit. That's what the Lord comparing these other nations to, man. You Syrians, you Palestinians, man.
So I got another
Keep going.
question. I got another question.
It has like the abundance of them unto a drop of a falling bucket from a vessel.
That's right, man. That's what he likened them to, man. That we compared them to a drop that falling from a bucket, man. A vessel. A drop of water. That's what he compared them up. They gonna be all slavery. Hey, they gonna be all slaves in the kingdom, man. All right? Man, I'm in the spirit, man.
We're not taking questions no more. Now we in the time of teaching.
Get Isaiah 17 and read yours real quick.
Isaiah 40 and 17. All nations before him are as nothing, and they are counted to him less than nothing and vanity.
That's right. The nations are nothing and vanity, man. We killing you, man. Come on. Hey, look, man. You gotta bring your scripture, man. Go ahead.
It's 2 Ezra 7 and 10. And I said, it is so, Lord. Then said he unto me, even so also is Israel's portion. Because for their sakes I made the world.
For Israel. He said Israel his portion, man. That's who we dealing with, man. Go ahead. That's it?
No. There's some more in there.
Finish that up.
It said, and when Adam transgressed my statutes, then was decreed that now it's done.
That's right. Read your scripture, all right?
Going into prophecy, what the brother was initially going into, he was saying this is a prophetic book, man, about what's going on modern day. This is Amos chapter 1, verse 3. It says, thus saith the Lord Yahweh,
So what about John
3
13:34?
transgressions of Damascus, and for
Damascus, man. Get in there, all right?
for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof.
Yeah, so we don't have no sympathy, man, for Damascus and Duma over there, man. We ain't got no sympathy for none of them heathens over there,
because
man.
they have threshed Gilead with threshing instruments of iron.
Right, because they was doing that to our people too, man.
Right.
Just like the so-called white man did. All right, y'all ain't going unpunished either, man. Them
right.
Ishmaelites.
It
Go
says,
ahead.
but I will send a fire.
Them Ishmaelites over there talking all that shit, talk about that's the Holy Land. Anybody can come over there, man. You niggas ain't the man.
It says, but I will send a fire into the house of Hazael, which shall devour the palaces of Ben-Hadad. I will break also the bar of Damascus. God, I will break also the bar of Damascus, and cut off the inhabitant from the plain of Avon, and him that holdeth the scepter from the house of Eden, and the people of Syria shall go into captivity.
Yeah, Syria in there too,
right.
man. The people of Syria shall what?
It says
Go into captivity, man. Right.
Because we don't hold by Shimei
I know.
It says, thus saith the Lord,
Start at John 13:31,
for 3 transgressions of
and go
Gaza,
through 38.
and for 4 I will not turn away the
Gaza,
punishment.
man. Yeah, those Palestinians over there trying to get
We talking New
That's right.
Covenant,
Palestinians trying to get control of the Gaza Strip over there,
That's
man.
right.
You said
Right.
by scripture.
By Israel, which is
Let's
backed
go
by
to New
America,
I said that,
man.
right.
No, you said let's go to New
Right
Covenant.
quick.
Since
It
you
says,
want to
verse
talk
7.
New Covenant, let's go New
Verse
Covenant.
6. Thus saith the
You
Lord
don't
Yahweh,
want to hear what
for
Jesus'
3
word was?
transgressions of
You know what
Gaza,
Jesus'
Three
word
transgressions
said?
of Gaza. You got, hey, like our apostle said, man, you gotta pay attention to what's going on in the Middle East, all right, over there in Syria, Iran. Hey, Israel. Hey, niggas over here being silly niggas like this, man.
Jesus said,
we on the brink of World War III. You got silly niggas. You a grown man with a full beard on your face. Hey, man, you ain't got no woman, man.
So how
You ain't got no woman.
I got plenty of women.
Why you are here in our face, man? You want some attention from us? What the fuck going on?
When I don't agree with something, I'm going to leave.
Okay, bro,
I'm just
listen,
asking
man.
questions.
Go protest. Hey, Pastor Vernon doing the same thing, man.
I'm asking you a
You an
legitimate
agent, man. He's an
question.
agent,
You
then.
said the new covenant, so then I bring you the new covenant
You know
scripture.
what?
It's John 13, 31
Amos
through 38.
4.
All right, just read that scripture of Hebrews real quick, man.
This Hebrews 8 and 7.
But you
It's
just
the
said
New
you wasn't
Testament.
giving me-
Quiet, bro.
Hebrews in
Listen.
the Old
Just
Covenant.
read. What?
What?
Hebrews is the New Testament. What are you talking
Come on,
about,
man.
bro?
Yeah.
Read the scripture, man. Read it.
Hebrews 8 and 7. For if that first covenant had been faultless,
Yeah, the first covenant before. What is the first covenant, man? What was the first covenant about, man?
yeah,
Nothing, man.
then should no place.
Go get the read. Go ahead, keep going.
It's lucky, that was, that's the spirit. I was talking about that. I was doing like a thinking out loud, on the way here, and I was, as far as prophecy, or you get like scoffers and gainsayers, or just like sidetracking about bullshit, or like he said before, we're on the brink of like World War III. That's the most important things like we need to be going into, or is what we were going into before these clowns like showed up. All right, now it's like and he started like filming us for a little bit, and I was like, You know, I was even, you know, being an asshole. It's like we don't allow like anybody like film. He's like, oh, I'm on a public street. All right, which is true. All right, but you know, there's a certain demeanor, right, that you need to, you know, show like when you come up here. All right, so you know, just after that, you know, he was a demon of a demon. You know, he's not worthy of this. He's a like he's swine.
That's right. Yeah, he a heathen, man. All right. Hey, man. Yeah, man. Niggas always want to come up here and protest about another nation, man. He don't even care what about his own damn people, man. How his people getting messed up out here in this city, man. He don't give a shit about that, man. You worry about some goddamn stinking ass Arabs, man. The niggas who sell you pork and shrimp and cigarettes in the corner store, and we're supposed to be using none of that shit according to the Bible. We ain't saying shit to them though.
That's
but
right.
They giving us poison though. Niggas an idiot, man. Any nigga that's rocking with him an idiot.
This is Revelation chapter 17 and 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh.
Yeah, and they on the EU, man. They hate this place, America. Them other nations, and that's what it said. The scripture said, the least of the flock shall draw them out, man. Israel is the one who gonna do it, man. That little Israelis, they the one who gonna get everybody to go into World War III, man. All right, according to the Bible, man. Okay, and that's why them other nations gon'. All right, Turkey is the main one I always keep making mention about. Why is Turkey, man? Turkey gonna get up in there, man. All right, Turkey, he hate that dude Benjamin Netanyahu, man, and he hate America because he said that they be committing all these humanitarian acts, criminal acts. All right, and Americans don't do nothing to Israel, man. All right, so they said that. Hey, what's his name? Tayyip Erdogan, Recep Erdogan, whatever his name is, man. All right.
Well, you just said they bombed Iran.
Yeah, you know? Israel just bombed Iran, man. All right.
That's a terrorist attack.
They gonna draw them out, man. See the fade. You gotta. Hey, once that RFID microchip be made mandatory to everybody, that's what they coming for. Hey, Verizon just came out with some technology, man. All right, that where they can have a doctor do surgery on a fucking patient that's 2,000 miles away, just by some technology with waving their hand with a scalpel and all this shit, just through their biometrics, man. All right, they came a long way, man. You saw, man, back flipping robots and all type of things, man. Hey, you see that big-headed nigga? He don't know nothing about that though, man. All right, cause he ain't paying attention to what's going on, man. Majority of our people, and majority of these people sleep, man. They don't know what's going on, man.
This is verse 17. It says, "For Yahweh hath put in their hearts to fulfill His will."
Yeah, he put it in your heart to join a fucking alliance, man. Damn idiots.
And to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast.
Exactly.
Until the words of
But they gonna
Yahweh
renege
shall
on
be
that
fulfilled.
motherfucking deal too. They gonna renege because they see how Esau over here, these motherfuckers over here. They say these niggas don't get niggas don't uphold nothing, man. They gonna renege on that shit too. The agreement that they have with these other nations, man. Okay?
This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 1. And it says, "The burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see."
Yeah, this ain't talking about ancient Babylon, man. If you know any, if you people who even got a high school diploma, man, they supposed to teach you things like this in history. But what they do in our schools in America, they teach you about white history, man. Or how they came over here, they were sent, they did this. You know what I'm saying? Christopher Columbus and all these other European devils, man. All right. They don't teach you about nobody else's history, man. Okay? If you know anything about ancient Babylon, it's located where, man? All right? Where modern day Iraq is, that's where ancient Babylon was located. Do some research on it, man. That's what's wrong with our people. They don't do no research, man. You know? They just take a nigga word for it. We don't want y'all to take our word for it. Everything we say, go do some research on it. That's why the internet came out. Which one of them Rothschild motherfuckers, man? Said they hated it, man. Huh? Yeah, David Rockefeller. Yeah, the nigga who just... No, David Rothschild, man. He hates that the internet we were created, man. All right? Because it showed too much of their wickedness, man. It revealed too much, man. That's too much information, man. All right? And when a motherfucker, you know, like, get end up in there, man, especially dealing with the spirit of Yahweh, shot in what, man? All right?
That's right, because everything is on the uniform, man. You can't hide nothing. I mean, even on the deep dark web, they got shit on the uniform that will be considered classified, you know. So everything the Lord brings to the forefront because He said He's gonna uncover her and make her bare. You know what I mean? Even some of these Edomites, like Apostle always talk about, is turning on their own people because they see the shit that's going on. They withdraw their money from the stocks and bonds and all that shit, but they see what's going on. They hoarding up their little shit, thinking they about to, you know, prolong their days. But nonetheless, they see that destruction is at hand. All right. So they even speaking out. You know, I had once thought that book 7 was an Edomite, but he could be a Jake because he got the spirit though. He got the zeal. But it says verse 2, that's just one of the names. There's another one is Alex Jones, man. All right, he's a devil. All right, but he's speaking out. All right, on the informational channel on Underground Info Wars. All right, he's speaking out, so that's a prime example.
Yeah, Alex Jones. I was just watching a little documentary the other day. Alex Jones juiced in though. He juiced in. They tell him what to tell you.
That's right.
By the time Alex Jones tell you something, all right, they done moved on to the next shit, man. Right. So what they call just
A whistleblower or something. Yeah.
That's what Alex Jones did. He stole us off the trail.
The verse, I believe that too. It says verse 2, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain.
Hey, we lifting up a banner right now. The ultimate banner is talking about the scriptures, man. Go ahead.
It says, exalt the voice unto them.
Yeah, that's why I just exalted my voice, man. Why I come out here, man? I ain't taking no, man. Y'all niggas, man, go, man, out my face, man. Y'all niggas ain't ready, man, for the spirit of the Lord, man. All right? Hey, brothers start overwhelming you with scriptures. Niggas don't know what to say, man. Niggas, you looking perplexed. Didn't want to go somewhere else, man. Have to sit there and the demon got to give him what to say. You got to be quiet for a minute. He thinking. He thinking. You looking like you looking in his phone looking for something. He thinking. Damn, this nigga. Fuck, these motherfucking niggas.
That's why when that Hebrews came out, he immediately had lost away. And demons just
came up to these niggas. Go ahead.
It says, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the
Yeah, it be
nobles.
the spirit that always be like that, man. You feel me? That's all the spirit. I don't practice that or nothing. You motherfuckers, man. Yeah, go ahead, man. Go cry to Esau, them, man. Go protest to them niggas. Hey, it smell like they was protesting for the Arabs over there. Why didn't you go over there and hook up with them, man? He coming in our face. He can't even read Hebrew, man. That's the language they speak over there, man. You can't even read that shit. That Assyrian bullshit, though. But we study that. You know what I'm saying? Get out of here, man.
It says, I have commanded my sanctified ones.
Yeah, the sanctified ones is who, man? The angels. Go ahead.
It says, I have also called my mighty ones for my anger.
Salaki, the sanctified ones are the Israelites, the prophets, man. The 144,000 prophets. The mighty ones are the angels. I had it backwards. Salaki. For his anger, man. All right? To carry out, hey, the scripture said there will be spirit created for vengeance, man. All right?
Hey,
that's those angels. That's their time, like the scripture said. I mean, like the apostle said, the demons, that's the left-hand side, that's their time to do their thing, man. You know?
That shit, Jeffrey Dahmer's, man, only going out seeking to kill homosexuals. He had a vendetta out just to kill faggots, man. He was in the spirit of the Lord. The Lord created that spirit to make him home in with that demon-like mentality, man, and just be on a rampage, man. You know? And now that it's been revealed to us, it's like, damn, that's amazing, because you probably already would have thought this time he was just like a madman that everybody just speak about. You know, you go a little deeper and you see that, oh, he had a target, man. All right, he had a target because he was in the right mind frame. He ain't supposed to live this shit. Hey, we ain't supposed to get carnal too soon. We supposed to be wise as a serpent and harmless as doves. But that's why they even have man. You know what I mean? Who would just take matters in their own hands and be out here because they're gonna be out here again. You know, nothing new under the sun. All right, they're gonna be out here again doing the same thing, trying to stand up, taking arms. There's some of these Israelite camps be posing with the ARs and shit. Oh yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, right. So trusting in arms flesh. Let me get in the scripture. It says, verse 3, I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones for my anger, even them that rejoice in my highness.
That's right.
The noise of a multitude in the mountains.
In a mountain, a multitude of multi is more than one, man. It's multiple people, man. Hey. Multiple nations, okay?
Hey, he said, as far as his mighty ones go, he said his chariots are 20,000, even thousands in the mountains of Sinai, man. All right, that's a lot of chariots to look up and even think you can even try to count. You know what I mean? Even 100 is a lot. 20,000, come on, man. That's covering the sky. All right, that's what his mighty ones, man. He said they're gonna rejoice in his highness. It says the noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms
of who?
Nations.
More than one. Nations, more than one.
Gathered together.
Multiple nations didn't take down ancient Babylon, man. Who was it? The Persians, the Medes,
the Medes.
Darius the Mede, man. All right, we'll take it now. Belshazzar, whatever his son's name was, got racked up that day, and then they made Babylon a province of the Medo-Persian Empire, man.
You know, it's so beautiful. The Lord said there's gonna be one realm against another. All right, he gonna have the fourth dimension fighting against the third dimension.
That's right.
Chariots going at it with tanks and jets
airplanes.
and airplanes
Ain't going at it.
And they going. I mean, the Lord, he just zapping shit.
Yeah, right.
But I mean, you know what I mean? It's gonna be beautiful because we gonna be going at it. The Lord gonna give us the spirit like He told us in Ezekiel the 25th chapter, man, and 1 Corinthians the 15th chapter, man. We gonna get them new bodies. We be powering up, man. Hey, man, the Lord, He put the spirit on the brother out in LA, man. He be on the spirit with the videos, man, flying through buildings, meditating terror on these damn devils, man. Manatazak, yeah, bro. Brothers cold with it, man. But I'm just using that as an analogy to give you brothers a visual of how it's gonna be in these bitter in the last days. It's gonna be things like He said in Acts 13 and 41, man. Let me get it, bro. Bubble the shot if you don't mind.
I got a quick one, right quick.
I'll give it to you
It's
right back.
Jeremiah 50 and 9. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations.
An assembly, man. Like an assembly line. They got shit to assembly of them, man. All right, like they had them UN assemblies, man. All right. They just had an assembly about the bombing that took place. The precise, overwhelming bombing with precision. They hell in that motherfucking shit, man. Go ahead.
An assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. All right, so let's talk about the missiles, man. All right, as an expert mighty man. All right, when the missiles get shot up, all right, when these nations are so basically surrounding America, all right, ain't nothing gonna miss, man. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is gonna, the missiles gonna be shot with precision, and they gonna hit America, man, and blow this bitch up. All right, and that's how you know. Cause like the brother was talking about, man, the climate of the world. All right, cause you know Jake don't pay attention to shit on the eastern part of the world, but the climate of the world is everybody is against America, man. All right, that Ezekiel 38 is starting to come to pass. You see Putin getting in the spirit, man. He's like, man, you know, fuck y'all, man, basically, man. All right, Trump is gonna get more proud and proud, man. All right, that's why he's the perfect man for the job, man. You know, what y'all got it.
That's right. Hey, I got a quick break because I wanted to, I was making a statement about how bad it's gonna be in the bitter end of the last days and how we're gonna be getting some bodies though. This Acts 13:41, it says, "Behold, ye despisers, and wonder and perish."
Yeah, the despisers of the word. The scriptures say, "He that despises the word shall be destroyed."
You might get wisdom of Solomon.
That's who this say. This who these despisers are, man. Everybody who ain't rolling with us, man, they despisers of what we bringing. We bringing the what? We bringing the word out in truth, man.
That's right. Hey,
and sincerity.
The Lord said, "All the unfaithful gonna die in unfaithfulness." Man. All right, so we don't fear the imagination of all those incredulity ones, you know, those with incredulity, man. It says right here again, "Behold, ye despise." Does it tell you that in Romans 3 and 3? For what is something not believed? Like, who gives a fuck about where your opinion is? It's still gonna happen, man. All right, but nonetheless, it say Acts 13 and 41. "Behold, ye despisers, and wonder and perish. For I work a work in your days, a work which you shall in no wise believe, though a man declared unto you," man. Hey, like this right here. This one popping out, just looking at me, man. This one of the works of the Lord that He gonna work that you ain't gonna believe Him. Like, what the fuck? Hey, you got the one dude talk about them aliens, shoot at them, man. All right, and like this on the backside as well. He said he got 20,000. He said his chariots are 20,000, man. And he could just be speaking in numbers, man. It could be way more than that.
Yeah, it is.
So I'm just saying that as an example, man. We're gonna be getting the powers. I can tell you in Isaiah the 40th chapter, what is it, 40 and 31, right around that area that you know, you're gonna mount up as eagles with wings, man. All right, and the Lord coming back with healers in His wings. We're gonna get our full strength back to be able, you know, break a board steel with iron, man. I'm just saying, meditating terror-wise on these devils for all the wickedness that they've done to us, because the scripture said what? Do double unto her for all that she have done unto thee, man. Or reward her even as she have rewarded you, man. We gonna be doing some immaculate shit on their ass, man. Through the spirit of power, Yahweh, she all shot, man. Because He's merciful enough, just like it right quick, He's merciful enough to give us a piece of the pie because of all the wickedness that Esau have done to us, man.
Yeah, he called for that, right? You still want this Wisdom of Solomon? Start at 1 or 2?
1.
Alright. Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors.
That's right. Hey, they don't make no account of our labors what we doing out here. I was making a statement, that's why I had to pull the sign out, but they don't make no account of our labors. People, they despise this. They think this is of no avail, of no benefit. But the Lord said our labor is not in vain, man. Hey, brother, you mind grabbing Like, you mind grabbing Hebrews 6 and 10, not Baba Kishah? I know you got a precept too. I see you.
I'll go to speak.
Okay. You mind grabbing right quick Hebrews 6 and 10? Come. You got it, right?
Yeah, this Hebrews chapter 6, verse 10. It said, "For the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love,
That's right.
which ye have shewed toward his name,
That's right.
and that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister."
That's right. It said, the Lord, he ain't forget our labor of love, man. Because we laboring and it's not in vain. We got a reward at the end if we endure it, man. Those people take no account of it, man. That's why they're going to be found fools, man. And that just tells you in the couple verses down, the wisdom of Solomon.
Yeah, calm, because that just goes to them, being like carnal and not spiritual, or being spiritual and having a zeal but not according to knowledge.
Come.
All right, or that's why it's like a lot of like the 2/3, or the type. It's like the 2/3. The one some type of like consolation from Esau, right? The type that want to go to school, or be like doctors and lawyers, or be celebrities and shit like that. Or they only when it boils down, they're on the left-hand side. They only focus on the types of rewards that they can see.
Mm-hmm.
Or the things that we talk about are spiritual. Or of course the Heavenly Father, he'll throw us a little like here and there. We'll see a chariot in the sky. We'll link up current events, the prophecies, or please that 100%. Or there's no or Shaka utmost, or they're or no, that's just more proof, as far as all these he religion, or it all goes to carnal, how to accomplish being rewarded and compensated, or solely through carnal means. Or that's why you got Ishmael, Elam, Moab, Ammon, just like oversaturating all these colleges and universities and shit like that. All right, because as far as that's pretty much what they need to do, or in order to receive some sort of consolation, or so-called applying themselves and shit like that. All right, but as far as us, or this is what we have to do, or in order to receive our consolation. All right, because as far as if you're in the spirit, or you won't even recognize what you can do in this given world, or in this wicked kingdom, as a consolation. Or you got something?
Yeah, that's right. Clear. Sirach 42 and 8. Be not ashamed to inform the unwise and foolish, and the extreme age that contend with those that are young.
Mm-hmm.
Thus shalt thou be truly learned and approved of all men living.
Mm-hmm. Con.
All right,
That's
we
good scripture.
we have to deal with that.
Sirach 42 and 8.
Scoffers, or some like Muslim bug out. Or you can tell like he was either could have been like a lot like older than us and all that. Or we're trying to inform him. Or it's our duty, as prophets, when someone comes up, or if they have a question or whatever, or as long as they conduct themselves properly,
Right.
or we're obligated to like answer the questions and all that, or and we could have edified him through the spirit. All right, but it doesn't always like work out that way, but it's our obligation to like correct our people.
Yeah, right. Hey, was that in 1 Corinthians? Was that 16, 9 and 16? Where it said the necessity is laid upon us. That's what the brother just going into, though. Get that for him. 1 Corinthians 9 and 16.
It's 1 Corinthians 9. 1 Corinthians 9 and 16. For though I preach the gospel, I have nothing to glory of.
Right.
For necessity is laid upon me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, woe is unto me if I preach not the gospel.
All right, because another thing, some people might get it like even that scoffer, you might get it like twisted as far as you might think like we're arrogant, or we got that we have that holier than thou spirit, or you know that's what you know that's the shit people try to say. Oh, you must be holier than thou, huh? All right, but yeah,
Right.
we are.
The
You know,
scripture
because
says,
holy just means set apart. Or you know,
yeah, more excellent.
you know, we're not perfect or anything like that, but you know, we're set apart.
That's right.
Or you know, you don't find us, or you know, at the same place at the same time. With everybody else. You know, if you catch my drift, you know.
This St. John 7:16. Yahushua answered them, my doctrine is not mine, but his that sent me. If any man will do his will, he shall know of the doctrine, whether it be of the Most High, or whether I speak of myself.
Yeah, we were discerning, everything through the scriptures. Or I'm
glad you said. Oh no, yeah.
Yeah, we were debunking like everything.
I know that
we
should
had
be
to say.
taken all day.
Or especially with that Isaac and Ishmael.
Just do it like that from now on.
Come.
Oh, that's it.
Lock
man.
it, all right.
All right, but yeah, I just wanted to get in. It's another thing, these people with they're right, because as far as Apostle Tar saying the elect already being like sealed and all that, or basically. As far as people with their questions about the scriptures, about intricate or things as far as like lineage and things like that, or and who begot like so on and so forth and all that,
Right.
or the scriptures tell you like not to be like ignorant of any matter small or great, all right, but it also says not to cast your pearls before swine, or and as far as like my point that I was like gonna bring out, or as far as Apostle Tar talking about the elect like already being sealed, or through the Spirit, of course like there's like the milk and all that, there's certain there's always something to go into according to the scriptures, but as of now, or the main things to go into are just the chip and the missiles, or with people or especially someone who's not sincere. Or I just it's like discern, or because he didn't have any like type of humility. He was just like I'm just gonna just so like just like big headed and all that. Or he was just thinking look at these guys, I'm gonna show them something.
Right.
Or they think
You're right.
I've been a Muslim since like 1993.
God.
Yeah, he saw Malcolm X menace to society. He got inspired, or whatever the case may be. All right, but these scoffers, with their that's just Satan on the left hand side, sidetracking. All right, because we have the thing is like we have more important matters to go into. All right, so with that, I had him hold on. All right, get that second Ezra 16.
Second Ezra 16:1. Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird up yourselves with cloth of sack and hair. Bewail your children.
All right, because those are the types of things or in the ancient world, whenever there was or just like they call it like a death in the family or whatever, or or just like mass casualties, or death in general, or that's how people would like mourn, or they put sackcloth and ashes, or that's why our garments are all bummy. All right, for those you carnal Israelites out there, or they're still want to latch onto the world, or that's why our garments aren't fancy and shit like that. All right, because as of now we're in a time of mourning. Or the time of prophecies, is also, a time of mourning. All right, because we're not this is the time to be festive. Or right now, IUIC's getting ready for that or that fancy Passover, or that fucking BET Passover. All right, or with talking about musical performances, or just they're gonna be like selling like T-shirts, or you know, Passover 2018, like it's some sort of like fucking like family reunion. All right, but you know, they want to talk about, you know, the way we do things. All right, no, we're actually doing things, you know, as pertaining to the volume of the book. Or you know, right now, you know, we're in a time of mourning. Or you know, on the brink of World War III. Or you know, mass casualties. Or you know, some of us, you know, or you know, might not even make it. Or you know, that's the type of or you know, these you know, Israelites outside of GMS, you know, they always have that you know, kingdom on earth, you know, ticket to ride, you know, type mentality. All right, but you know, without further ado, or you know, where you were.
All right, 2nd Ezra 16:1. Woe be unto Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto Egypt and Syria. Gird up yourself with cloth of sack and hair. Bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand.
All right, your destruction is at hand. All right, that's, you know, once again, you know, that's talking about World War III. All right, you know, it's you know, and of course, you know, the elites on the left-hand side, you know, they must be all right, because you know, or you know, back, you know, like the First and Second World, or you know, and even before that, or you know, as far as you know, or you know, like the elites, or you know, as far as you know, or you know, as far as like the people in general, or you know, like back then, for the most part, there, you know, there was no such thing, or you know, it's like red pill, or you know, there were only fucking like 3 like TV channels. All right, so you know, like when like the media had like more of a hold on the people, or they could just be like or they could just be like like so and so did this. All right, we got to get them back, and you know, everyone was like, yeah, like, we've got your back. All right, we know, just sign me up. Or you know, just like that, like just for you know, that movie Captain America that's came out a couple years ago. All right, how like the main character, like he was like too short or whatever, all right, to like go to war. All right, but you know, he had that spirit to where like he wanted to like help his country. But now, you know, the average American, you know, even like the average Edomite, or you know, they're not for it. Or you know, like those people, or they had like the loudspeaker when I was like coming up. Or you know, they're not, you know, they're not for all that. You know, they're against that. All right, because you know, more information's available. Or you know, just like people, or you know, people on social media, are you know, not buying that you know, attack. You know, people every time something so-called bad happens, like judgment, you know, people always you know, say it's like a false flag attack. All right, because they don't trust the system. They don't trust this country. Shit, like we don't either. All right, but you know, the thing is, you know, there's people pulling the strings, you know, all right, behind the scenes. All right, because you know, prophecy needs to be fulfilled somehow. All right, you know, Esau, you know, or you know, as far as like him, you know, against, you know, everyone else, right? These elites, or you know, it's just like a general, you know, it's just like a boxing or wrestling match, or you know, you have like you have it, you know, set in your mind, you know what you're gonna do, or to your opponent, or you know, whether you're gonna like charge in, or are you gonna like charge in and, or you know, shoot for a takedown. Are you gonna go head hunting for a knockout? Are you gonna soften up his ribs a little bit, and then you know, wear him out? Are you gonna exploit his lack of cardio? Or you know, and you know, just like move around, you know, until he gets exhausted before you go in for the kill? Or you have all these like things you can do at your disposal, and you have to adjust. You have to adjust accordingly. Or you know, that's all this devil is doing. All right, but you know, well, you know, as far as biblical prophecy is concerned, or you know, or you know, no one's going to be able to prevent, or you know, the things that are going to happen. Or and the scripture's going to say that. Let's keep going, Dr.
Verse 4: a fire is sent among you, and who may quench it?
See? Right, keep going.
Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away?
Right, because you don't only have to worry about this. Or you know, before this happens, there's going to be, you know, a whole slew of or you know, other things. You know, a race riot. We got
Hey brother, if I may land back off your spirit, they got like the scriptures say, the plagues of Egypt as before. You're gonna have like the locusts, the famines, the pestilence, you know, the spirits, the apparitions, the chip.
fire.
The stress of nature.
Hey, this that fire that's sit amongst you right here, man. And this ain't no common fire that the firefighters gonna be able to put out, man. Ain't no fire hydrant gonna be able to
Yeah, I'd say
push this fire.
it's gonna be like a, you know, they got like a Class A, Class B, Class C, Class D fires and all that. All right, there's gonna be like a class. They're gonna call it like a Class X fire. Like you know, like I was saying, you know, with all these different types of classes of fires, there's like different ways and different procedures. Like you have like in order to you know, set it, like put it out. All right, and you have to know you know, how, you know, that's part of the reason why, you know, when you call like the fire department, or you know, they have to like figure it out, or and all that, or you know, before they proceed accordingly, or you know, but with this, or you know, like I said, you know, they're not going to prevent it through protesting, or through voting, or through you know, praying to Jesus, or you know. All right, nothing. All right, get Isaiah 33:6 real quick. All right, you got to be one of the elect to. All right, that's the only way. Like you can escape that fire.
So Isaiah 33:6. It says, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure."
All right. So, you know, basically, or you know, you have to be of the elect. All right, and pretty much, you know, as of now, or you know, we're striving to be of the elect, but you know, we're in the know, you know, as far as, you know, what's going on. Or you know, we have the faith. All right, right now we're doing the works. All right. All right, and or you know, of course, you know, it talks about, you know, the fear of the Lord is his treasure. Or you know, we still, you know, lightweight. Or you know, we get shaken up, you know, out of humility and fear of the Lord, or you know, whenever, you know, things go down. All right, because we know that you know, like if we're of the elect, we'll be in better case than everyone else. All right, but you know, at the same time, you know, we're going to be the Lord's going to turn the heat up on us. All right, to see if we're worthy, you know, of you know, deliverance at some point.
2 Ezra 15:4, "For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness." All right, so when you say the Lord gonna turn it up, all right, see who really believe in him, man. Really put you in a position where you life and death situations where you gotta depend on Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right, because like we always say, it's easy. I mean, you know, you gotta study, all right, but anybody can give somebody lip service. All right, the Lord gonna put you in a position where you really gotta fight, man. You really gotta believe unto death, like the scripture say, strive for the truth unto death. All right, you really gonna put you in a bind, man. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep going. That's cool. It says, "Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction."
All right, you know, and like I was saying, you know, that's not the only thing. All right, you know, that's for the people. All right, that's for the people who you know, made it that far. Wait, let's see what.
That's beautiful you say that, because even some don't go straight into slavery. They don't make it far enough to pass the rest of it, go straight into chains.
Yeah, like the elites, right? In Psalms 149.
Right.
Should get all right. Amos 5:18 real quick. All right, because you know, before that, you know, and you have to also take into account. Or you know, I always like compare, you know, prophecy to or you know, things that happen, you know, like gradually, or you know, like gradually before, you know, knocks at your front door. Or you know, like World Star Hip Hop a couple of years ago, they had this video, like this little girl, like she was throwing like a birthday party or whatever. Or and it was like a 1 year span, you know, as things, you know, were like escalating. Or you know, towards like martial law and all the things that, you know, we talk about through the volume of the book. Or you know, in the first year, or with the video, it was like they were throwing like a birthday party. You know, her whole family was there. Or and then, you know, it would go and then, you know, time would progress. Or you know, it would go from like I believe from like month to month. Or you know, and then, you know, like the next month there would be like a news report. of a war going on over there, and then, the next month, or, something else would happen, all the shops are closing, or, and then the month after that, or, there's some sort of disease, and then the month after that, or, they're walking out of their house, or, you got people arguing about, politics, or, things escalate, but then, then 12 months pass to her next birthday, or, and she's singing like happy birthday, crying and, hiding, like she's like Anne Frank or some shit. All right, so these things, these things are, slow and gradual, but they're gonna come to pass. All right, but like I was saying, you gotta worry about, race riots, all right, famines, all right, like diseases and things like that. It's gonna be, it's gonna be, one thing after another, everything at once. All right, but that's gonna be like the last. That's gonna be the final plague, like the final judgment. But get that real quick.
Amos 5:18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord.
All right, because a lot of people are she's talking. Read that again.
This Amos chapter 5:18. This is woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you?
All right, because a lot of people, especially people that have a zeal but not according to knowledge, or they think there's a lot of people that actually think that the Lord's like dealing with you, or and they of course if you believe that the Lord's dealing with you, you'd have no problem with the Lord returning, or you'd have no problem with these prophecies coming to pass. You'd be just excited as we were. All right, but the thing is, if the Lord's not dealing with you, all right, then you're gonna get in. Like I was saying, like if you make it that far, you might end up like this bitch right here. Or but the thing is, like should I see if you're gonna have the scripture say it before I break it down.
Verse 19. The rest of verse 18. It says, the day of the Lord is darkness and not light, as if a man did flee from a lion in a bare meadow, or went into the house and leaned his head on the wall and a serpent bit him.
All right. So, if the Lord's not dealing with you, just because, or just because you might make it that far, or you might not, if the Lord's not dealing with you, all right, then you're gonna receive some sort of judgment and destruction. Like Lord knows what it's gonna be. All right, but it's that's probably the scripture that inspired the Final Destination series. All right, because everyone like everyone in that movie, or whenever they'd meet up, or they'd always be like they'd always have some sort of story or testimony. It's like, man, like I used to be a substitute teacher at this school. All right, I called off, and that was the day this kid was shot up to school. I feel like I escaped death that day. All right, but then you caught in that number that was some way, somehow, all right, the Heavenly Father slated for him to be destroyed. All right, but a lot of people and then that one thing after another, they show you that in these movies. That's why even when I was like learning, when people when GMS would do a lesson, they'd always talk about Esau, or choreographing everything that he wants to do. All right, because he had those like series of movies, or just like they weren't connected, right? But it was that type of like one thing after another. For example, in Planet of the Apes, all right, that new one that came out in 2011. All right, the first thing that happened, of course, there was like there was an insurrection. All right, of course, with the apes and all that, or which is going to happen. All right, and then also there was a pandemic that was brewing up. All right, and they showed you that at the end of the movie. But then after that movie was out of theaters, all right, then comes Contagion. All right, in that movie Contagion, it was about a pandemic. Just where that previous movie left off. Or in the end of that movie, or everyone I remember that main character, Matt Damon's character, and his daughter, all right, were immune, all right, from that illness, all right, from that pandemic. All right, so that means the Lord spared them, or that might be someone of the elect, or might say, oh, I'm good now, I escaped that. All right, but after that, or remember they had those wristbands that everyone had to wear in order to receive clearance, all right, to roam about within like the general populace, at the end of that movie, or when you had that in like the last scene, or that chick's like boyfriend knocked at the door with the smile and he had like the wristband and all that. But then after that movie, or it was out of the theaters, so then you had that movie with Justin Timberlake, or was it In Time or On Time or whatever? All right, and that goes into the chip, or and it goes into it goes into say Matthew 24 and 22, or on how shitty and fucked up this society's gonna be, and that's pretty much that's what all these post-apocalyptic movies remind me of, or if the way if things don't happen according to the scriptures, or life's not going to be worth living, or because things are just going to get more perverted and worse. All right, but then it went into the chip, or and went into like the currency on your chip was how much time you have left on Earth, in that movie.
All right, this is Isaiah chapter 13 and 6. How ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty.
Right.
Yeah, man, the day of the Lord is at hand, man. Like the scripture I read before, Amos 5 and 18, man. A lot of people think that the day of the Lord is some sunny day, man, with flowers, man. Some beautiful, wonderful day that everybody's just gonna get love from Yahweh Shah, man.
Wait, remember that? This came out like over like 10 years ago. Remember that? It was like this cartoon commercial, like talking about a little bit of God's love help you love one another. All right, and then there was this like it was like a white hand, like they portrayed I think like they portrayed him as the Ancient of Days, right? But it was like a Edomite. All right, and he was like sprinkling fairy dust everywhere. Or there was one scene where I guess like this guy was about to get mugged, and then the Lord sprinkled fairy dust, and and they were holding flowers or some shit like that. Yeah. Or people actually think, or people that deal with the scriptures in general, or like all these Christian churches, or you see those how they have those those sayings on their like billboard. Or talking about CH, right? Blank blank, like CH, and what's missing you are and all that shit. Or and then they have things like like everybody's welcome here. Or with like the rainbows. Or talking about no matter what your sexuality, race, color, creed. All right, but that's not. Or these people don't operate. Or according to sound doctrine. Or there's within sound doctrine, there's good news and there's bad news. Or so as far as all this like deception going around, as far as all right, but or as far as us like the real men of the Lord, or we have as far as like the truth, as far as like the day of the Lord, or it's all good. It's going to be all good for the elect, or the kingdom's going to be a beautiful place and all that. All right, but the thing is, it's only for a select group of people. Or before all these prophecies are fulfilled, or a lot of carnage, destruction, and chaos and death are just going to happen.
It's Ezekiel. Ezekiel 12 and 22. Son of man, what is that proverb that ye have in the land of Israel?
I was going to ask for that too.
Saying, the days are prolonged and every vision faileth.
All right, then the thing is, or these another thing that Ricky Gantz, and even fallouts, like out of like GMS, or they always try to bring out how Apostle Tahar, predicted like the end of the world, or he predicted like the end of the world, but it didn't come to pass, or and then they try to call him a false prophet, or people in general, or that deal with the Bible, or one of the main scoffing points in general.
Like for people or that oppose or biblical prophecy, or is that people have been predicting like the end of the world, or then we're wrong about it, or ever since, or the concept of biblical prophecy has been around, or there's always been people that come up, or and then they end up being wrong, or whether it be like the Jehovah's Witnesses, right, the Seventh-day Adventists, or various Christian groups, or and then they allude that to us, or they think that we're just another group, or we're just another we're just some Bible-toting weirdos with cardboard boxes talking about the end is near. All right, but at a certain point, they don't see it, in the horizon.
Where you at?
Or every time we hear about a current affair, or a current event, or this brother right here, or admonishing Akim, or to get that RT app, so they can keep up on current events. Or because we take every little thing that happens seriously. We take little thing that happens in the news, right? Because like I was saying before, we have it in our mind, that just like every little thing, that just might be it. Or Vladimir Putin, could have retaliated, could have retaliated, this thing could have escalated, or the way it should.
It's verse 23. Tell them, therefore, thus saith Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, I will make this proverb to cease.
That's what we're saying right now. All right, that's why that just like in all right, sorry, never mind about that. All right, but that's why we're coming out, week in and week out. Or we're telling you, we're telling you the same thing. All right, about the destruction of America. Or just pan to that sign, real quick. Oh, the other way around about this stuff. We keep telling you, all right, that this is this is one of the major prophecies that's going to happen. Or we can see it, we can see it in the making gradually. Or kind of like like these or let's say it's not raining yet. All right, but we see the type of clouds that are out, or we see like the storm clouds, or
weather.
Especially like if you've been to like places like Florida.
Oh yeah.
Or you'll see they have those like really severe thunderstorms, and you'll see those types of like clouds in the making. All right, and you'll know that at a certain point, or a storm's about to brew, or lightning's about to strike down, or it's not happening right now. All right, but it's going to happen. Or all right, just one moment. All right, but or especially with World War III, or you have all this little shit happening. It might not escalate as of now. All right, but it's just it's the type of things. Or or for lack of a better term, it's like the type of or it's a type of or when someone like Donald Trump, trying to test, Vladimir Putin's like gangster or whatever. All right, or there's going to be some sort of retaliation at some point. Or because there's certain things that the type of things that can't be forgiven. Or like let's say they didn't really like poison that guy in England. Or let's say those things are really false flag attacks and things like that. Or that's going to cause or escalation and retaliation. Or and then you got little small things. Or like in Atlanta, like if you hear or isn't like the CDC is down there. Or there was this employee at the CDC.
Oh, in Atlanta?
Oh
yeah, he got found dead.
First he disappeared, and then they found his body in the river.
Yeah, in the river, yeah, I heard about that.
There are people coming up, with theories about that.
Oh yeah.
All right, but they got all those specimens and shit like that, and they were talking about how they want Jake to move to all these like huge cities so they can get them rounded up and all that. Or and Atlanta's one of those cities. Or pretty much every just like major American city. Or as far as first say like Lorison, or with all these so-called like opportunities. Or I'm not gonna like Atlanta's what's it called, man? Atlanta's a fun place. All right, Chicago's a fun place. All right, like New York City. All right, LA.
Los Angeles.
All right, you know,
Vegas.
you know, this place isn't that bad. You know,
Houston, Dallas.
Or you know, especially you know,
Miami.
You know, that's why the Heavenly Father, he's got, you know, his prophets, you know, posted up there as well. But you know, these are the places, you know,
Everywhere I name,
you know, these are the major places, you know, that these prophecies are going to come to pass. But you know, like my main point, you know, is you have all these, you know, that's why you know, Revelation, as far as like the vials, you know, holding the plagues and all that, you know, like those angels, you know, are just, you know, they're posted up like those angels that have like the vials, right? The 7 angels with the 7 plagues, you know, those are kind of like, you know, like snipers at their posts, are just waiting, you know, waiting for that, or you know, they got that, they spiritually have that, you know, that, you know, that sniper, you know, they got that, you know, that earpiece, you know, they're waiting for that, they're waiting for those, that command, that orders. Right.
It's Sirach, Ecclesiastes 39:1. It say, but he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient and be occupied in prophecies. You know, so at the end of the day, yeah, the men of the Lord, we occupied in prophecies, man. You know, we just come out here and filter it through the truth.
Pretty much.
That's right.
Almost every, or you know, this is this is the blueprint. Or you know, to or you know, let's say like you know, let's say like the world, or you know, let's say like the world is your car, or you know, these scriptures, you know, is a manual in your glove compartment, basically. All right, so, or you know, yeah, we're the only ones like who knows what's going on and why. All right, but you know, and also, or you know, like I said before, you know, that's why, you know, every little thing as far as, you know, like current events, or you know, we recognize it as prophecy, or we recognize it as or you know, just being, you know, one step closer. You know, one step closer to the kingdom. Or you know, with every celebrity, or that whose reputation is tarnished, or you know, with every with every company that goes bankrupt, with every store that closes, or you know, with every person that mysteriously dies of the flu, or with every missile that's shot at another country, with every politician that's assassinated, or with every school that gets shot up, or you know, that is all, or you know, one thing that leads us one step closer to prophecy.
It's Sirach 2:15. They that fear the Lord will not disobey his word, and they that love him will keep his ways. They that fear the Lord will seek that which is well pleasing unto him, and they that love him shall be filled with the law. All right, so see, like the brother's going into, man, seeking the Lord's ways, man. All right, being occupied in prophecy, man. All right, because that's what the Lord is pleased in, man. Us coming out here and preaching his word to the congregation, man, to the Israelites, man. Now we know 2/3 of the nation of Israel, all right, they're gonna forbear the word. They're not gonna listen to the word.
That's true.
You know
That's the other way. That's, you know,
good.
when it comes down, you know, that's also our job. Or you know, to to condemn the wicked. All right, because you know, or the prophet, you know, all we are is you know, sealing, or you know, sealing the people. Where we're sealing everybody for their lot. All right, someone get Ezekiel 9:4. All right. We're sealing, all right, because you know, or you know, with everyone, you know, that comes down here, it's, you know, sometimes, you know, whether they, you know, join us or not, or you know, just by hearing this word, or you know, there have been times where, you know, I've been out on the highways and byways, and you know, all I did was be like, hey, did you know that you're an Israelite? All right, and then, you know, I just saw that, or you know, you just see that spirit of life, you know, enter into them. Or you know, other people, or you know, with other people. We'll deal with that in a little bit. All right, but with you know, with other people, or you know, or you know, what happens? You know, sometimes, you know, they bug out and get a allergic reaction to the word. We've seen it. One time, it was over there a couple years ago. Like I remember, like this hawk right here, he called him out, you know, as a scoffer, and you know, he was. or actually, we still see him around. Or and he's humbled himself up. Lord knows what what the end of him is going to be. All right, but we saw the Spirit working. Or at that point we saw the Spirit working against his favor. Or just right after he was scoffing and gainsaying. Or remember he started bugging out. He started doing all this,
walking back and forth and
all that Pentecostal shit.
Yeah.
All right, so that's also our job. Or people want to talk about or you guys need to get you guys need to get a building, or you guys need to have women in your all this. Or all these carnal things.
We had the
like I was saying before.
I don't mean to cut you off, but we had the one dude come up and was like, look, we can make some money. I'll take y'all to the jails, get y'all the flyers. Basically trying to make a hustle out of the Lord's work, man.
Mm-hmm.
All Jake wants us to do is be perverse as they are, man. Gotta do it.
All right, but or the thing is, like, it's also our job, or it's also our job to mark people for their destruction. All right, because all right, once you hear this word and all right, deny it. All right, because when you hear us, you have one of two opportunities. Or either accept it or reject it. All right, and then there's a judgment. There's a judgment restored for you accordingly. Or depending on what the Lord deems your lot to be.
Ezekiel 9:4. And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of the Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sighed and that cried for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
All right, or and that's us. All right, that's why that's part of it. Or of course we go into prophecy, or we go into the main reason why all these prophecies are coming to pass. All right, is because this place is wicked. Just get Amos 9 and.
Con. I'll probably start it.
Eastern European, that's y'all tribe? You're an Edomite.
That's right. No, suck it.
You're not an Israelite.
You're not
an
Israelite.
This Amos chapter 9 verse 8. It said, behold, the eyes of the Lord, the Most High, are upon the sinful kingdom.
All right. All right. And who are the eyes of the Lord? All right. Not only not only like the angels in the chariots, or like the 7 angels with the 7 plagues. Kind of being like snipers, or sometimes a sniper, like he'll it's like that he'll like he's scopeo. That's how that word mark.
That's right.
Mark them that cause division.
That's right.
Or scopeo, all that sniper, he's got that scope. Or he's just like looking around. Or kind of like remember those that assault rifle in Grand Theft Auto. Sometimes for fun, like you'd just get on top of a building, post up, or just like zero in on people and shit. Or like that's what the Lord's doing. Or also like the eyes of the Lord power. Or that also that's our obligation. Or as far as like we're the watchmen of the Lord, in Ezekiel or 33.
That's right.
Or not only or that's why we're talking about just like going into current events, and seeing things in the horizon, or seeing all the wickedness, or all the wickedness that's contrary to the scriptures. Or also another thing, this transgender madness. All right, this homosexuality madness. All right, all this madness in general, contrary to the scriptures. We see all that going on. And we're warning our people about it. That's also the eyes of the Lord. Or so should we continue?
It say on Ezekiel that Amos.
I just wanted to finish. Well, suck it.
I had to. Yeah, Con.
Amos.
It say, behold, the eyes of the Lord, the Most High, are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord Yahweh.
All right, so there you have it. All right, or that's a start. All right, America's going to be destroyed. All right, leaving neither root nor branch. All right, meaning it's going to be a desert. It's going to be uninhabitable. All right. However, All right, the only people that are going to be delivered, all right, you know, are the elect, or you know, are the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof, or you know, meaning you know, the people that go out and prophesy, or you know, the people that repent, or you know, once you change your ways, or you know, changing your ways, meaning you know, now you adhere to the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Heavenly Father. All right, so you know, and your ways are contrary to the world, or you know, and that leads to you know, like you're not, you're no longer you know down with the ways of the world. You're no longer down with the wickedness that goes on.
Second Ezra 15 and 26. For the Lord knoweth all them that sin against him, and therefore delivereth he them unto death and destruction. It says, for now are the plagues come upon the whole earth, and ye shall remain in them. For the Most High shall not deliver you because ye have sinned against him.
All right.
Speaking on those that, like the brother was saying, the people that's adhering to the law, statutes, and commandments, all right, putting their best foot forward, you know what I mean? That's the people that are gonna get saved out of this, man, the elect. All right, but those who, you know, let's say, went back into the world, all right, or you know the truth, and you just not pushing it how you should. All right, that's why the Apostle Sahar always calling out niggas that's not doing their videos, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a job. Like the brother Thumyah had said this a couple weeks ago. Like, we the children of Israel, we got chores, man. All right, you got things to do before you can go off about your business, man. All right, so those are the people that the Lord is gonna punish, man. You lazy niggas, man. You know? And the unfaithful, man.
This Amos 9 and 9, it say, for lo, I will command and I will sift the house of Israel amongst all nations. Like as corn is sifted in a sieve, yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth.
Oh, that's another thing, you know, that's going on, you know, right now. Right, as far as, you know, why we need to go out on the highways and byways. All right, because people, you know, people being, you know, marked for, we know that's another thing, you know, that we're doing. Or, you know, as far as, all right, because, you know, if you've ever, you know, prepared things, you know, like, you know, lettuce, you know, or any type of, or, you know, like food, or that needs to be like cleaned or sanitized before you cook it, or you know, you shake it out, or you know, that's to filter out, you know, all of the undesirable stuff, or you know, all the or you know, that water, or you know, this truth is also compared to like living water. All right, but you know what that water does, it also cleanses out, you know, all that filth, all that, you know, all that dirt, you know, goes, you know, all the way, you know, into the drain. All right, but everything that's left over, you know, all the filth is taken off of it. All right, but it's, you know, preserved and it's you know, used for the purpose it's used for. So, you know, that's another thing, you know, that we're doing. Or you know, when we go out on the highways and byways, or you know, as far as, you know, we're bringing in, or you know, we're bringing in, you know, like we're bringing in the just, or but we're or you know, sifting out the wicked. Or you know, and the wicked are the ones, the wicked that get sifted out, you know, usually are the ones that you know, that show themselves to be, you know, demons and all that. All right, because, you know, I want to bring out that one guy that was scoffing and gainsaying for a little bit. Or, you know, at a certain point, you know, he started like taking pictures or filming. And I was just like, yeah, we don't allow anyone, all right, to, you know, do that. But then this guy said, well, I'm on a public street, brother. All right, you know, which is, you know, as according to the world. All right, according to the world, you know, as far as, you know, Esau's unrighteous decrees, you know, that's something he's actually allowed to do. All right, but, you know, as far as, you know, all right, but spiritually, all right, this is our tabernacle. Or, you know, this is actually like, this is our gate. All right, this is a border within our country. All right, so there's certain rules and, you know, guidelines, you know, spiritually, or, you know, and spiritually, or, you know, he showed himself to be a demon, you know, by not being humble, you know, and adhering to that. All right, so, you know, he got, you know, well, more than likely the Lord's will for him is to be destroyed.
Well, I'll finish that on that anymore. It say, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David.
Yeah, right, because a lot of people, you know, like a lot of people in this like conscious community, like more science, like a lot of them, you know, a lot of people that come out against us think that you know, this is just gonna go on, you know, forever and ever. You know, I I even when I was talking about the chariots being like UFOs to this one more science guy, like he was just talking about, you know, they're just gonna stay up there and not intervene. You know, like there's no one coming down to save us. You know, a lot of them, you know, believe that, you know, or that's why they're of the world. Or people, I've come to the conclusion that, you know, people, you know, outside of the way we teach, or, you know, they're just of the world, or, you know, not of the spirit. That's what it boils down to. Or, you know, it's a straight and narrow path anyway. All right, so there's very few people of the spirit. You know, they prove it, you know, either by just by like the doctrine that they adhere to.
This 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 18. It say, let no man deceive himself. If any man among you seemeth to be wise in this world, let him become a fool, that he may be wise.
That's what you got to do. All right, because like the thing is, you know, you got to unlearn. Or, you know, there was even like a couple years ago, there was this book, like it had to do with you know, Zen Buddhism. You know, that's just like it's a philosophy of the world. It's a false philosophy anyway. All right, but you know, there was this one point, or you know, there was this guy, like he had like a full cup of tea. All right, and then like the guy that was pouring the tea, you know, and they showed you the same shit in the movie 2012. All right, but you know, but what happened is like the guy with the full cup of tea was like, I want to learn about Zen Buddhism. All right, and then, you know, the guy like the Zen master or whatever, he gets his pot of tea and starts pouring more tea into the cup after it's full. All right, but then, you know, it was some shit about, you know, or you got to empty what's already in there before, you know, or, you know, that's what it is, you know, with this knowledge, you got to unlearn, you know, everything that you were taught in this world. You know, and of course, you know, there's things here and there that are in agreement. You know, for example, if you were into Islam, or, you know, chances are you weren't eating pork, or and you grew a beard, or, you know, and, you know, if you're, you know, let's say you were part of, you know, IUIC, you know, of course, you know what tribe you're from and all that. All right, you know, and you might have to make a few adjustments, but as far as, you know, all the things that are off, or, you know, you gotta put all those things that are off, you know, off. Or that's part of, you know, making that, or, you know, a transformation.
Like, I had something for you. This, the book of Acts.
But actually, I wanted to get, we're still in that Ezekiel, I want to get, you know, the rest of the edification on it.
On this Acts chapter 11, verse 16, it say, then remember I the word of the Lord, how that he said, John indeed baptized with water, but ye shall be baptized with the Holy Spirit, which proves that you have to be reborn again. All the wisdom that you learned in the world is not going to translate to the truth.
Yeah, I've known, I know one guy like he was baptized, you know, in the church. All right, but then, you know, it's like a couple months, you know, down the line, you know, I see him like doing like lines of coke and shit. All right, so, you know, all these, you know, rituals, you know, in the church and all that, or, you know, all these people talking about they're saved and all that, or, you know, there's a difference between, vanity and sincerity. Or, you know, all these things that, you know, all these other groups, you know, churches do, or, you know, it's all, you know, vanity, or when you examine it, when it all like boils down. But, you know, like, this is a thing of, you know, sincerity. Or because, you know, you show your faith, you know, through your works.
It is Matthew 18:3, and said, verily I say unto you, except you be converted and become as little children, you shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven. Whosoever therefore shall humble himself as this little child, the same is great in the kingdom of heaven.
Not every, that's the type of, you know, transformation you gotta make. All right, because because, you know, as far as like your years in the truth, you know, is how, or, you know, that's what Yahushua, you know, talk about being, you know, reborn. Or, you know, you might be, you know, currently, you know, I don't know, like 25 years old. All right, but you've been in the truth for about 3 years. All right, that means you're spiritually, you know, only like 3 years old. All right, but, you know, that's what, you know, the scriptures also say. or putting away childish things, or that's just another parable for the type of transformation you need to make. All right, just like meaning that, or as far as like putting off the ways of the world, or and then converting and making that or that type of transformation that's on a more mature and higher level.
Because also you may have a brother that may be younger in age than you that you under in the truth. You know, so you have a brother that's been in the truth that's probably, let's say, about 22, and he been in the truth about 4 or 5 years, and you just coming in like Ty said, 25. You know what I'm saying? You under him, man. You know what I'm saying? But that's why you have to be reborn, as a little children, man. It say verse 6, but whoso shall offend one of these little ones, which believe in me, were it better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck, but that he were drowned in the depths of the sea. And that also speaks to the brothers in the truth, man. Because when
be very careful, or who, or especially you, like if you've gotten blessed with or even with some sort of like leadership position, or even with people just coming in, or like the people under you, or it's not like or you're not. Or you're not a manager at McDonald's or some shit, or you're not a drill sergeant, or of course it's at certain points you might have to rebuke someone, or you might have to like get on people, but that's or you don't abuse like your position, or another thing is because that person you might be someone really important in the reincarnation, or them. Like you like this go around, like you might have been one of the minor prophets, but he might be one of the major prophets, right? It just might so happen through the Spirit, or because we're gonna receive the same reward anyway, all right? Because in that parable, or Yahweh Shai, or he was getting on people with that type of mentality. When he was talking about the workers in the field, or when everyone got that penny, or we're all going to receive that same reward, and I believe I mentioned it in a live stream a long time ago, or when we get on those chariots, there's going to be or like a VIP section and things like that, or this section's for the for officers over 100, or that have been in the truth for 10 years, or that are of the tribe of Levi, or and things like that, or with those like little round banquet tables, or with your leg with how they got those fucking or those folded papers and shit with your name on it and shit like that. Or with your Hebrew name and like Lashon Kodash and all your credentials and shit. Alright? And then the angels are gonna serve you with yayan before everyone else and all that shit. Alright, no, we're all gonna get it's gonna be, we're gonna have it like that, but it's all gonna be, we're all gonna be on that same level. So on this go around, you shouldn't have it. You shouldn't have it to you have that mentality, or where you think you're like better than someone, or on a higher level, or things like that. That's not what it's all about.
So when I was watching one of the brothers in Chicago, hey, what's up in Chicago? Jeremiah, I believe he did like a sideline. He did like a sideline precept talking about that, man. How once you come up in this truth a little bit, maybe you blessed with a leadership role. He says your sins should always keep you humble anyway. You know what I mean? You should always be a base, all right, because of your sins anyway, man. All right, that's how you know it. Apostle McCoy just did a video about wicked, grimy niggas, man. That just want to be in a position of power to be an asshole over somebody. You know what I mean? But once again, man, the brother said we all get the same penny anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, we here to have mercy on each other and things like that, man. All right? Don't let your head get blowed up, man. That's what niggas in the world do, man. They get a little money, get a little something, man.
This is Luke 14:11. It says, for whosoever exalt himself shall be abased, and he that humble himself shall be exalted.
All right, so eventually the Lord gonna smack your ass down anyway if you exalting yourself. All right, because the only one who is to be exalted is Yahweh. Hashem Yahushua. Alright, that's why we out here exhorting the name.
It was like even in that where was it the angel that was talking to like John on Patmos, like he was like bowing down and the angel was just like
It's in the book of Revelation.
and then it was like I'm just a fellow servant. Oh,
I think it's 22nd chapter.
I think so too. It's like towards spiritual, man.
27 and 22
But I only know
and
that.
10.
I only know that my sword.
That's a celestial being, man. He said that.
yeah, it was like some because I believe like an angel, like well only like it only takes like one angel to destroy like a planet.
Oh yeah.
You know, and things like that.
Oh yeah, like in King David time when he tried to number the Israelites, that one of the things King David was scared to happen was the one angel destroying everything.
Oh yeah, right here.
So yeah.
22 and 8. It's 22 and 8. You got it right here. Go ahead and read it. I'm gonna start at 7. Revelation 22 verse 7. Behold, I come quickly. Blessed is he that keepeth the sayings of the prophecy of this book. All right, so that's what the Lord want to do. Like he said, when he when he come unexpectedly, shall find so doing. That's what our hands to the plow. All right, out here, bringing our life a living sacrifice, you know, for his name's sake, doing his will. So he said, keep those sayings of the prophecy of this book. And I, John, saw these things and heard them. And when I had heard and seen, I fell down to worship before the feet of the angel which shewed me these things. All right, and as we said, then said he unto me, see, thou do it not, for I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren the prophets, and of them which keep the sayings of the books. It said, worship Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua.
Yeah, so you know, as far as just like spiritually and all that, or you know, as far as like the brotherhood and all that, you know, it shouldn't be, you know, it's like it's not the same spirit as to like or you know how you got, we've done this before, and you know we've gotten a lot of views for it. You know, sometimes like we'll have an Edomite, bow down, or you know like kiss our shoes or boots or things like that, or you know that's kind of yeah, that one guy. All right, but or you know as far as fellow Israelites, or you know that's not the type of spirit we need to have towards one another. Right, being tyrants over.
It's Proverbs 21 and 4. A high look and a proud heart, and the plowing of the wicked is sin. Right, that high look and that proud heart. Right, you know the Most High hate pride, man. You know what I'm saying? He hate
like you ever been on that like Morehouse campus?
Yeah.
Oh, you ever see like people that like walk around and shit? They're always like,
oh yeah,
like they got that spirit like it's like they're like better than you.
Yeah. Hey, it always be like that, yeah. College motherfucker. Hey, cause I used to be in all the colleges. I was meeting them motherfucking college though. I used to be all the student bitches though.
Yeah, I know you've been to Spelman.
Hell yeah, I've been up all student bitches. Clark Atlanta, all the bitches. University. I used to be at CSU, all the colleges, man. You just walk up in there, bitch, like you go there. Ain't nobody gonna ask you nothing. I wear bitches. I used to be sleeping at bitches' dorms and everything, bro. and it's that pride they got because they feel that a degree is what sets them on high. What's up? I was just saying that they got a degree, so they feel like that degree is gonna save them, but the Lord don't care about man's wisdom.
Yeah, and like when I want to speak like as far as like speaking about like these like colleges and things like that, or you know as far as like that's also like a heathen custom, like being like Hellenized, because especially like our people, like when they got these fraternities and sororities, which is like a result of our people being like Hellenized. As far as like these Greek customs, like they have these things called like hazing, or basically like what hazing is, like they like whenever someone's like new, or they just put them through of course that's what you go through the spirit. All right, but as far as like hazing and all that, or as far as like the new people, they do like harassment. Like you got to check out the movie like School Days with Lawrence Fishburne. Like if you want to get a good idea of that. All right, but you know, as far as this, you know, or you know, shit like that is uncalled for around here.
Okay.
You know, we've had examples of, you know, or, you know, it's like, or you know, people are, you know, like doing that, but you know, they get sifted out as they should.
But it's Romans chapter 9, verse 15. For he said to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I have compassion. Right? So at the end of the day, that's why you have to be humble, because the Lord don't have mercy who you want to have mercy on regardless. The Lord doesn't necessarily, I mean, he have an order. You know, that's why we had the elders and the prophets. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord's don't have, he gets the last call, man. We say that at Isaiah 55 and 8. Our thoughts is not the Lord's thoughts, man. So you got to be humble, just like it said in that book, man. He that exalt himself shall be humble, or abased, basically. You know, so you have to have fear of the Heavenly Father. Y'all watch him out show.
Beautiful. All right, we coming into this wartime, man. All right, we say this every week, man. All right, war is on the rise, man. All right, everything's going crazy in the Middle East, man. All right, just like you had them people over there protesting the war. All right, so-called protesting saying stay out of Syria, this, that, and the third, man. All right, this is the Most High's war, man.
Yeah, because that's also going to lead to conflict around here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, because I was also like looking at something, another thing that's going to happen, you know, you know, civil war is also, you know, brewing up. Or you know that as far as because you got you know, like the right wing and the left wing, or you know, and they're also saying, you know, like Edomites within, you know, both of those factions, you know, are the most likely to commit, you know, all these you know, violent acts.
That's right. You got the Trump supporters. You know what I'm saying? Trump done rose them up. They real proud and shit. And then you got these so-called Democrat white folks.
You know, a conflict could have brewed up, you know, because you know over there, you know, got you know, like the left wingers, or you know, Antifa, or you know, I saw some members of like the Communist Party in this city, or you know, and then there was a guy over here, or you know, yeah, he had like the Trump T-shirt.
Yeah, I saw him.
Or you know, you got all these people, you know, with opposing points of view within, you know, close, you know, proximity. Or you know, that's just a recipe for something happening. Or you know, you got baking soda over here and vinegar over here. Or you know, it didn't happen, but you know, those chemical compounds, you know, create conflict with each other. All right, Exodus 5:3. The Lord is a man of war. The Lord is his name.
All right, the Lord is a man of war. Yahweh is his name, man. All right, so if you're a warrior, you gonna start wars, man. All right, look at the landscape of the world, man. Somebody always going at it, man. All right, it's always like name one time in history other than the reign of Solomon. All right, was complete peace on the earth, man. It's always got a problem with each other. That's the spirit of the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. All right, it always has to be an opposing force or something. All right, or that will make him a force balance. All right, so the opposing force is America, okay, against, well, so really Esau, all right, against Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. He made it that way, all right. So he's about to wage war on this place, man. All right, he's putting all the chess pieces in place. All right, to start to shoot missiles, man. All right, get what is that? Isaiah 54 and 16. Alright, because the Lord ain't just, you see, he's in an arms race, man. Alright, the Lord ain't just putting the spirit on these devils to make all these missiles, man. Ain't nothing gonna happen.
That's probably why they're those are probably like the targets that they're trying to aim for. Alright, they need an excuse, they need a reason. Or you know, that's why that's why you got all this like free speech and all that. Or you know, like I was saying before, you know, in all these, you know, other countries, or you know, these dictatorships and all that, or you know, they make it like too obvious as far as, you know, people that speak against it, or you know, just like in there was this one Middle Eastern country, or you know, there was this one Ishmaelite that just got gunned down like while he was like in the middle of like, you know, protesting, or you know, but as far as, you know, the way things happen here, now what do they do around here? Or you know, they talk about, you know, okay, you know, you got freedom of speech, all right, but they have that witchcraft, or you know, or, you know, they got that witchcraft, you know, going on. They got that media, or they got those, you know, agents, or, you know, they'll buy their time, or, you know, first, or, you know, they'll post, you know, or they'll post some jerk off across the street to take pictures of us, or, you know, they'll have someone, or, you know, come up. I love what you guys have to say, but then they might have some sort of recording device or some shit, or, you know, but just to get a feel of, or, you know, what you're about, and, you know, how they're gonna deal with you, or, you know, and they have those things, you know, at one point, you know, there was this one cop, this whistleblower, you know, he was talking about how, or, you know, they put certain stickers on certain people's, you know, mailbox, as to like how much of a threat they are, or, you know, they just have different ways, or, you know, he's, you know, this devil, you know, it's not always about, like, you know, like I was saying before, there was this one, this one Judite that was like a bug out that I used to like work for, like this old head. He was like he was saying like, man, if you want to kill a motherfucker, you don't always go like this. Like you have to like he was talking about like what's the name of that one malt liquor with like the bumblebee on it or some shit?
That one what?
There's this one like. This is one malt liquor company with like there's like a bumblebee as its like mascot or whatever. Yeah.
I know you're talking about. You let him, man. He's rolling up.
But he was talking about like a story as far as like I guess like it was either like him or one of his like acquaintances or whatever. Like he was just talking about if you want to kill someone, like you have to be like slick about it. Like if you like that's how this so-called white man is as far as like his objectives. Like if he wants to like bomb a country, like he has to convince like this country's people that you know that they're wicked, or you know, but at the same time, you know, that's a tactic, all right, that you know, that's what I was starting out with, you know, that's a tactic, you know, that you know, this people, you know the people aren't falling for it anymore.
You still want that up? Yeah. But it's Isaiah chapter 54, verse 16. It said, behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coal in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work.
All right, so, you know, and that goes back to, that's a reiteration of, you know, Esau's blessing through Isaac, or, you know, all right, but, like I was saying before, you know, he has a vast, you know, he has like a vast, like, his arsenal is like really vast. Like it's not only, or, you know, like guns, like it's not only, you know, like the literal sword, or, you know, all like guns, knives, bombs, or, you know, but he also has biological warfare, all right, psychological warfare, or, you know, which is his media, or, you know, just like brainwashing, you know. Or, you know, that's what, you know, 2/3 of our people are going to be victims of that. You know, they're victims of that first, you know, that's why they're caught up in, you know, everything except for, you know, what they're supposed to be doing, which is going to lead to, you know, their destruction. You know, that's also one of the things that Esau's, you know, was programmed and commanded to do, you know, anyway. You know, that's why David called, you know, that's why David called, you know, it's Heavenly Father's sword. You know, that's in Psalm 17 and 13. You know, but he has so many different ways of, or, you know, people don't, you know, see it like that. Or, you know, that's why, you know, people say, you know, that's where Ecclesiastes 7 and 7 comes into play. Right, because people say, you know, or, you know, what are you guys complaining about? You know, this is America. You have the right to come out and, you know, do what you need to do.
Yeah, we had an Edomite tell us he fought for the right for us to stand up there and talk. You feel me? Crazy shit. You know, remember that shit? Crazy shit. Hey, but the Lord put the thought, just to land back on what the brother said, the Lord put the thought in these Edomites' mind to make them weapons, man. You know what I mean? To bring forth destruction on the planet, man. Alright? Just like Revelation say, the red horse take peace away from the earth. That's
Revelation
Esau.
6 and 4.
Yeah, you can grab that if you want to, man. That's Esau, man. You know what I'm saying? And the Most High gave him that ability, all right? Just so he could show his power. You know, bring back that.
This is Isaiah 54:16. It say, "Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire."
Right, a smith, all right? Somebody who makes weaponry, man. Or has some high level of intelligence, all right? Or craftsmanship or workmanship in the field, man. All right, like a locksmith. All right, you locked out your shit, you call it a locksmith. All right, and so on and so forth, man. All right, but this smith is talking about the smith that creates weapons. All right, and what are those weapons that this smith has created in this modern day society? The missile, man. All right, Esau went from the Gatling gun, you know, the 38. You know, Esau been advancing with the weapons, all right. But it's all been the spirit of the Lord on them, man, for this day, all right, and also to punish the Israelites, man. All right, and you can tell that, man, 'cause when they came over here and start fucking up Gad, all right, Esau just didn't think, let me create a gun. And the Most High put that shit in his head and started chopping Gad ass down, man. Like, what's going on? You know?
Yeah, because like even with you know, as far as, you know, sometimes, you know, they'll go into like myths about, you know, like being, you know, shot and all that, or, you know, like I was talking about, you know, in Grand Theft Auto, or, you know, they'll show you that, you know, they got that one, you know, Desert Eagle, which is one of my favorites, you know, back in the day. All right, but or, you know, just after one shot, you know, they'll just like bounce back. But that's not always, you know, what happens. You know, sometimes, you know, people, you know, not noticing, you know, that they got shot. Like the bullet will go in, or, you know, in this, you know, like during the, you know, colonial times, you know, the weapons weren't even as advanced as they are now. All right, so you got you know, so you got like, yeah, you know, you might be, you know, just like charging at you or whatever, or, you know, you got that rifle with like the bayonet, you know, and they even, you know, and a lot of, you know, combat experts, you know, they'll go into, you know, even like if you have a gun and, you know, someone's running at you to like stab you, you know, they might still give, you know, a few hits in, you know, even if you do like end up, you know, shooting and killing them. All right, because, you know, those, I guess there's some sort of like 10-second or like 30-second, you know, before, you know, the effect of like the gunshot will like hit you. So they had to like come up with, you know, a more efficient way, you know, where they could take them out, you know, at a long distance.
This Exodus chapter 9 and 16. It said, "And in very deed for this cause have I raised thee up, for to show in thee my power, and that my name may be declared throughout all the earth."
All right. Yeah, that's what the Most High is doing with Esau, man. He did the same thing to Pharaoh, man. I see what the Most High does is he'll let a kingdom get to what you call their apex, man, their height of glory. All right, and then when everybody on the earth fears that kingdom and think they can't get knocked out of power, guess who comes and shows who's really in control? The Heavenly Father, man. All right. The Most High basically it's like building up a robot to box with. Like you build it up, I just and everybody marvel at it, then you beat the shit out of it, man. Right, that's what the Most High does to these nations, man. He gives you your power, all right, for everybody to marvel at you, and then he knocks you out of power for everyone to marvel at him and his people, man. All right. You got that, though. I'm gonna get that in. That's pretty much it on it.
But it's Revelation chapter 6, verse 4. "And there went out a horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat therein to take peace from the earth."
Right, power was given to him, man. All right, who gave him the power? Yahweh Shem Yahweh, man. All right, and that's the pride of the so-called white man, man. He think he done climbed out the depths of the caves and shit, all right, and whooped everybody ass, man, and became this glorious motherfucker, man. No, man, only reason that happened is because the Lord was mad at us, man. It's like all you other nations, man. Only reason you ever came into power is because the children of Israel were in what you call bad graces with their father, man. All right? So that get Job 9 and 24. All right? No, he gonna get it out. You can stand in that. Esau is a proud demon, man. All right? He think he's accomplished this by himself, man, and he hasn't. All right? Everybody on this earth is doing the will of Yahweh Shem Yahweh, whether it be on the left-hand side or the right-hand side. That's right. He's running everything, man. All right? So you haven't accomplished anything, Esau. All right? Keep going on that, though. Hold on.
It said, "And power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth."
Right. So who's been taking peace from the earth, man? Esau, man, the so-called white man. Y'all can blame niggas for a lot of shit, man. Alright, you know, well,
You might mess up a neighborhood.
Yeah,
too.
but-
Niggas might mess up a block, man. A neighborhood. You
right,
know?
it's that. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't going nowhere taking nobody natural resources and shit. You know what I'm saying? We can't do shit, man. We don't even own our own communities, man. Alright, so we not
Yeah, we
going.
can't. I was It's fair because earlier this week I was like walking to the store, or and there was this like there was this how they got those like wide those like wide fields and everything, but the grass is all fucked up.
Yeah.
Or there's like trash everywhere.
Tell you do not cut it either.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Oh, so like it. Like it.
Yeah. That's like this is property of the city. Do not cut.
Yeah, bitch.
But no one's. I've never seen or at least on a regular basis. I've never seen anyone sent there to like maintain it.
That's them keeping that property value down. Alright, for when they get ready to gentrify that shit, man. Cause you niggas is always on the move, man. Alright, y'all don't have shit. Alright, but getting back to the point, man. Alright, Jake. Alright, you Negro, Latino, Native, Seminole, Indian. Alright, we're not taking peace from the earth, man. We're just taking peace from each other, basically. You gotta worry about niggas on your block doing some shit. Yeah, under the curse.
I shall be evil towards like
man. We not fucking with the goddamn East Indian, man. Alright, somebody might steal something from 7-Eleven from time to time.
Basically, we pretty much, when it comes down, we're more likely to like take up, for different heathen, as opposed to like once again, like that guy, like he was he was wondering why we were getting on like Ishmael.
He ain't even a fucking Ishmaelite. Right. He just want Ishmael to rule over him next, man. Right. Jake is subservient, man.
Yeah, that's part of that. As far as like some of our people, being guard dogs, or guard dogs for the so-called white man and these other heathens, or but that's a result, of like Esau's witchcraft, like of that sword.
This still in Revelation 6:4. It said to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword.
Right, his military, a great sword. Just like the brother alluded to the blessing in the beginning, the sword, man. Is that the sword got more advanced and advanced and advanced over time, and to the point now it's at a Satan missile. They don't even call it an ICBM. It's the Satan missiles, man. All right, now it's advanced at that point, man. All right, so it's just a process of elimination of who this man is, man. All right, and all the characteristics that he has in the scriptures is wicked. So who's the wicked? So-called white man, Can't be. I mean, Jake wicked, but Jake has been turned wicked, man. All right, y'all naturally wicked, man.
That's right. This Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn.
Hey, yeah, that's why everybody mourning, man. Ain't nobody happy, man. Even Esau, man. All right, you see Esau over there earlier, man, protesting. I was over there.
Yeah,
go ahead.
It's lucky that guy that was dressed up as a knight. He was talking about I'm in slavery too.
Yep. Morning, man. Them niggas weren't saying that in the 50s. Esau was happy as shit. Had a suit and tie on, man. Walking up and down the street, fucking niggas up, man. All right, but now they oppressed, man. So now it's a problem, man. All right, but that's why, that's how you know the righteous aren't in authority, man. All right, because when we come in authority, everybody is gonna rejoice. As a matter of fact, you get Sirach 10. Start at 1, you can still get what you got. Get Sirach 10 though, because when we come in, Salaki, but when we come into power, everybody is gonna be rejoicing, man. All right.
Except Esau.
Yeah, except Esau. even you nations, cause we gonna beat the shit out of y'all for a long time. But then y'all gonna go back into your land. And when y'all going back into your land, as long as y'all pay tribute, basically pay your taxes, we ain't gonna fuck with you, man.
Follow the law. They have to follow the law.
Yeah, they gonna have to follow the law. Yeah.
All right, this Micah chapter 2:1. It say, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand," man. Yeah, man, that's Esau, man. Because here it is, the Lord gave Esau the world, man. And they try to figure out how to grip it tighter and tighter and tighter, man. But this is the point right here, verse 2. It said, and for thou, Shalakia, And it reads, this is point verse 2. It said, and they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses, and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage.
Oh, another thing, there's this place, there's this island, like I don't know if they're like Jaffet or whatever, but there's this island called like the Sentinel Islands, and you know those like people, those like tribes people, or you know that must be like this like the spirit, or you know because like they don't let anybody, like whenever you know like Esau or like anybody you know tries to get close to that island, or you know they start getting spears like chucked at them and shit, or you know people people start to get like put to death, or you know things like that. All right, but you know that's that's a beautiful thing because you know they might know through the spirit that you know these people aren't right.
Yeah, they gonna come and take your shit. Everybody know that about the so-called white man now, man.
Even these they do like sometimes like YouTube, like you should like recommend you like these top 10 channels and things like that. They'll go into fun facts. Like there was just like one tribe. As soon as they saw like Edomites for the first time, they thought it was like the end of the world and shit like that.
I can't remember where that shit at though. It was somewhere. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, but they're right. They're gonna, everything. It's kind of like the legend of like Midas. Like everything he touched like was gold, but like with him, or everything he touches, just like just goes to like death somehow. It could be like anything, whether it be like music, food, or whether especially these corporations that are backed by the elites, or it shows you like that guy once in the movie Boondocks, every time he got his hands on something he fucked it up, or like Granddad's restaurant, or then with that episode it started like fucking up the neighborhood and all that. Are just like making things, worse and worse.
It's like Mr. Burns of the Simpsons, man. Creepy Edomite, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
All right, I gotta. This
read that back.
If
you still got it.
I'm going back to it. All right.
Cause it's like you said, it's the process of elimination, man. All right, Esau. Hey, it has to be the Edomites, man. That's why I say, if not, where and who is it? Who's causing all this havoc on the earth, man?
It's Angel, right?
Who just bombed the fuck out of Syria, man? But no, this nigga Trump couldn't wait to bomb some shit as soon as he got in the office, man. Cause I was working at this job, man, and they used to make not missiles, of course, but caps to missiles, man. All right, and I remember the dude, it was Edomite named Justin, man. He told me, he was like, yeah, a week after Trump came in here, our orders for these quadruples, man. All right, so he said a week after this nigga came in, the orders quadruple for the missile parts. Man. So Trump been planning on bombing niggas before he even came in, man. Alright, this is a true Edomite. Obama was a faggot ass Hamite. Alright, now Esau back in office, man.
That is Micah 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand.
Right, keep going.
Verse 2, and they covet fields and take them by violence.
Right, who does that? Covet fields, lands, and takes them by violence. Who does that, man? Niggas ain't coveting nothing but what else each other got, man. You know what I'm saying? Maybe some shoes and shit, man. We're talking about lands, we're talking about countries, natural resources, man. People, man. Who does that shit, man? It says woe unto him, man. So death and destruction unto those who go around the world stealing land, man. So
That's right.
That's what the Most High said, man. Not me. Alright?
That's Michael 2:1, right?
What?
That's Michael 2:1, right?
Yeah, these so-called white people walk around with their head down, you know what I'm saying, and look at you a funny way when you bring these things up. Like you're not talking about them, man. Who the fuck else is doing it, man? I'm 27, man. My whole life, Esau been taking shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
And houses.
Keep going.
And take them away.
Take them away, keep going.
So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage.
And his heritage, man. Y'all stole our goddamn heritage, man. Alright, you got a so-called white man over there in Tel Aviv, whoever the fuck, acting like he's us, man. Alright, y'all don't keep none of the laws. Y'all don't keep none of the high holy days, man. Y'all don't do shit that's required of an Israelite. That's right. But you got these white folks over there saying that they the Israeli. The word Israeli ain't in the Bible. What the fuck is an Israeli, man? You know what I'm saying? That's how you know they lying, man. Alright? And you niggas out there so dumb that y'all just accept the fact that the most wicked people on the planet can call themselves God's people. You know what I mean? That's why the scriptures say y'all don't even consider, man. Y'all too busy caught up in the pleasures of America, man. Alright? The Most High gonna wake y'all ass up real soon, man. You know?
But in Job chapter 20, verse 5, that the triumph of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite before a moment.
The triumphing of the wicked is short. Alright, cause when you think about it, it seems long as hell to us, but Esau only been ruling for a certain amount of time. Alright, Most High don't even like your ass enough to give you a long time to rule, man. You know what I mean? But so the triumphing of the wicked is short, man. Alright, and the joy of the hypocrite, but for the moment, man. Alright, because all the Esau's hypocrisy is coming back to bite him in the ass now. Alright, nobody believes this man anymore, man. Even the other nations, they like, man, we're not doing no business with you. Cause you ain't gonna do nothing but stab us in the back. Alright, your history shows that. Alright, so now these Edomites being held to their deeds, man.
I don't want to say it's like the feds, man. Like how the feds let a nigga get some money, man. And the feds will watch you for 3-4 years, man. Let you run all the money up, and you just think you get into the bag, and then all of a sudden, man, you get indicted, man. That's how the Lord will let these devils go throughout the world and do all this wickedness, cause all this tragedy and shed all this blood, man. And they think that the Lord is good. Oh, the Lord let us. Yeah, but he coming like the feds, man. But when he coming, man, it ain't gonna be to do no time in jail. You gonna do some time in slavery. And after slavery, your ass gonna be exterminated, man.
That's right. The judgment coming out on Esau, man. Everybody's sick of Esau, man. It ain't just us. You know, man, with 2/3 of the nation Israel. But it ain't just us. It's Edomites over there that don't like Esau, man. Like the same kingdom be divided against itself. How can it stand? They don't even like your ass, man. Your own people, man. You know Ishmael hates you. That nigga strap a bomb to himself just to kill you, man. That's real hate, man. You know what I'm saying? So the judgment on the so-called white man, it's coming out every day, man. You got brothers pushing this word every day. Alright.
Verse 6, it says, though his excellency bound up to the heavens, and his head reaches to the clouds, yet he shall perish forever, like his own dung.
Alright, so although he is in an exalted state, alright, that people think that he's not gonna come down from, you know what I mean? Obadiah. He shall bring me down to the ground. I think that's 1 and 4. Alright. Now he's in a state, alright, where people think that he's not gonna be able to be knocked out of, alright, because they've been watching Esau rape, rob, and pillage and bomb and commit all of these atrocities all this time, and nothing's happened. Alright, so everybody figured out, you know, nobody's ever gonna do nothing to him, man. Alright, but that's the power of the Lord, man. Alright.
In Obadiah chapter 1, verse 4, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars,
thence will I bring you down, saith the Lord. What is it, the next verse that say,
who are bringing down to the ground?
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, that's verse 3.
Oh, so like,
matter of fact, I'm gonna start at 2. This Obadiah chapter 1, verse 2.
Yeah.
It say, behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. The pride of thy heart hath deceived thee.
Right, the pride of thy heart has deceived thee. Esau think can't nobody touch him, man. That's the pride of his heart, man. That's why when you can even ask a fucking Israelite, man, what you think about this World War III or something like that, man. I gotta do that sometime when I'm out in the world. I play stupid, you know. This, that, and the third. What y'all think? Can't nobody fuck with America. You got niggas telling you that. Ain't nobody wanted with the American military. We got bombs.
We got bombs. Like they got bombs with them.
All this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the play. But that pride that Esau has to trickle down to the people, man. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Yeah, it say the pride of thy heart have deceived thee. Thou that dwelleth in the clefts of the rocks, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
Who saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Alright, so just like that pride that's on Esau has trickled down to the people. If they look at America as one big family that's not gonna get knocked out of power, man. It's always gonna be in the power center. You know? So that's why everybody has that mind state. Who shall bring me down to the ground? But that's where every kingdom that had before this one had. You notice that every kingdom has a beginning and an end, man. What kingdom from the fucking ancient world is still ruling today? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, can you hold the camera real quick?
It say, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and thou set thy nest among the stars, this will I bring you down, saith the Lord. If the thieves came to thee and robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Why would they have stolen till they had enough? If the grape grapplers came to thee, would they have not left some grapes?
Right, and that goes into the law of the Israelites. Right, we're supposed to leave grapes with the percentage of our increase for the homeless, man. All right, the Esau done ripped everything off the goddamn sin, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, hey man, this thing is wicked, man. All right, he has to get knocked out of power, man.
This Daniel 8:25, and through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand. Yeah, man. Because, hey, man, you can't trust these devils, man. Here it is, man. These devils, when these devils say they got a proposition for you, man, best to believe is at the end of the day, only they gonna prosper, man. These devils use their policy to prosper, man. That's why the scriptures say, man, don't make a covenant with the devil, man. That's why the scriptures say don't make a covenant with the devil, man. Because ain't nothing good gonna come out of it, man. These devils only, and these devils agenda, man, is only for them to exceed, man, and you to fall, man. That's all up. Yeah, man, that's what these devils do, man. They wicked as hell, man. That's why they gotta get up. That's why the Lord has to come back and take them out of that power seat, man. Because if these devils continue to go on in their rulership, man, ain't none of us gonna make it, man. The world is gonna be dead, man, because it's already dying, man.
Psalm 64, verse, I'm gonna start at 1. Hear my voice, O the Most High, my prayer. Preserve my life from the fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who wait.
Right, so the Most High to hide from working with the wicked, man. And that's speaking of the elect, man, because the Lord is going to lift up a standard soon, man. You know, because at the end of the day, 2/3 of our people is going to be consumed with the philosophies having consumed next to them. Because they are 2/3 of our people is consumed with the philosophies of Esau, man. They got that same pride. That's why I say you are your father, the devil, man. 2/3 of our people, they, like brother was saying, we got weapons, we got bombs, man. Can't nobody take America down, man. You know, this is the same nation that put your ancestors in slavery, man. And you got majority Israelites that's fighting for the damn devil in the fucking army, man.
And if you want to be real technical, these are the same people who put you in slavery, man.
Right.
Because we are our forefathers, man. So these same devils that you laughing, parlaying with, man, hey, once upon a time was whooping your back, man. Hey, this happened.
Who whet their tongue like a sword, and bend their bows to shoot their arrows with bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him or not.
Yeah, that's what these devils do, man. They like to do shit secretly, man. Here it is. That's what they just did.
What the fuck is I
They
doing?
always want to do some things behind your back, man. Shoot, and then they don't have no care in the world, man. Hey, man, they cause all type of catastrophes throughout the world, man, and don't have no thought about it, man. They don't care about it, man.
Come back here and get up online,
wicked, man.
Stand post.
They encourage themselves in evil manner. They commune of land snares privately. They say who shall see them.
Yeah, man. So they lay traps, man, and they feel like, man, nobody's gonna see them, man. And that's why the scriptures say the Lord revealeth His secrets to His servants, the prophets, man. Cause these damn devils think they're slick, man. You know, they think that that's why, like I said, man, that's why they went over there and bombed Syria, man, because that evidence was going to point back to them devils that they was lying, man. So these devils, like, they love to lay snares and traps and sit back like nobody sees them, man. All these nations around the world is finding out, man, what America's about, man. And America's about to be destroyed by fire, man. And if you want to be on the same side as these devils, which is the so-called white man, you want to go down with them.
And that's speaking of the nation of Israel, man. You know, because just like we can't change our lineages, it's so-called evil, man. You know, through the spirit.
My phone about
this
to die.
This Habakkuk chapter.
So my phone about to die.
This Habakkuk chapter 2 and 8. Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee.
Hey, right, all the remnant of the people is gonna spoil thee, man. That's why I said we gonna oppress our oppressors, man. The nation of so-called white people that oppress us, the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans.
What you wanna hug me for? You wanna hug? You wanna be my concubine in the kingdom.
She guilty, man.
Yeah, she guilty, man. Hey, the scriptures say.
How do you feel about slavery? How do you feel about slavery? How do you feel about slavery? Can I ask you a question? How do you feel about slavery? So do you think it should be recompense for that? When you believe in what goes around comes around? So hey man, as the scriptures say, man,
I got a camera in my car.
nationality or the Edomites, y'all are gonna be in captivity.
What's going on here? I think it's fair. I think it's fair. I think we're wrong.
You're wrong, okay.
I don't mean to be wrong. I don't want to be wrong. I don't know how to fix it, but I just care. It's not real. I just care.
Hey, the scriptures say that though, that children shall complain of an ungodly father. That, I understand you might be a little sad, that don't matter, cause hey, look at all the black mothers that was crying like that when they was watching their babies get thrown to alligators and shit like that. So you tearing up don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. Ain't no sympathy up here.
Except to tell somebody,
Yeah, come.
Hey, well, how
tell
you
somebody and tell somebody and tell somebody and tell
Well,
somebody
hey.
and tell somebody and tell somebody that I care.
I got a quick scripture for you.
Sorry.
I got a quick scripture for you.
We was sorry too.
This Isaiah.
I know.
This Isaiah chapter 14 and 21. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers.
Right, so you have to pay for the iniquity of your fathers, man.
How?
So we telling you, no matter what you cry, whatever you do, you better live. You might as well live it up.
Yeah, that's the spirit.
How? Please tell me how.
That's the spirit. I was about to say
How do I
that.
do that?
This Obadiah chapter 1 verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall
Revelation
cover
13
thee,
and 9 and
thou shalt
10.
be cut off forever.
Yeah, because
Just had him get it for you.
Isaac, if you're familiar with Isaac and
I am ashamed.
Rebecca and Isaac, man, they gave birth to Esau and Jacob, man, which the so-called white people, they are twin brothers, man. The hatred that y'all had towards us, man. You know, it was no reason for all that, man.
I
You know, so you ought to have to pay for that, man. And this is a scripture. This is Revelations 13 and 9. It reads, if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that kill with the sword must be killed with the sword. Man, who led the Israelites into captivity, man? Who goes throughout the whole earth, killing and raping and robbing the whole world?
Revelation
man.
13 and 9 and 10.
It's nothing you
It's nothing you can do. You can start and you
The only
start.
thing that you can do about it, hey man, is tell your people the judgment that the Heavenly Father has coming to them, man.
Every day I talk.
You can start by bowing to the sons of God. If you sorry, bow to the sons of God.
Are you talking about you guys?
Bow to the sons of God. Get down on your hands and knees and bow to the sons of God. If you sorry, that means you ain't sorry.
I have the utmost respect.
Bow to the sons of God. Bow to the children of Israel.
Get on my knees.
Get on your knees and bow to the children of Israel. That's right. Call Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
Hey, this Exodus chapter 21 verse 16.
Humiliating someone is wrong.
And he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death, man. Who stole this, man? From off the western shores of Africa, man.
Is that what fixes it?
Hey, man, who hand are we still in today, man? Under captivity, man. The scriptures say, he that be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death, man. It's a saying in the world, what goes around comes around, man. Hey, so you devils, hey, look, we haven't been able to.
Hey, Salaki, I didn't know my hand was on the speaker.
Listen,
Y'all,
let me ask you this question: Have we ever been able to pay y'all back for everything that y'all done to us?
No, but I
Right, the Lord is going to do that, man, when He returns, man.
And
Just said the scriptures, man.
And you speak of being humiliated. I'm gonna just give you one more scripture. And today, what we telling you is to
I just said to my
live it up.
husband today, I don't have to be afraid when my son walks out of the house that he's going to die. I don't have to be afraid of
It's
that.
Joel 3 and 3.
It's not
They
right.
have cast lots for my people. They have given a
to
boy for a harlot and sold a girl for a wine.
Yeah, cast lots, man. Selling us, man. 2 for 5, 2 for 21. Go on once, go on twice. Yeah, they cast us lots, man. They sold our little boys, man, to get popped, man. You know, that's, hey man, homosexuals, man. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, the only thing you can do, like the brother said, bow down to the
Hey, you said humiliated. This is humiliating right here, man.
You see that you think that I don't look at that. I am
Obadiah chapter
tormented
1
by
verse
that. I would
15.
do anything
For the
to
day of the
change
Lord
the
is
world
near
to be
upon
a
all the
different world.
heathen, as thou hast done.
And the
it
only
should
way
be
that's
done
going to
unto
happen
thee.
is
Yeah,
when
man.
people
Worse to turn
start
upon thy own
working.
head.
The day of the Lord is coming near, man, to all the heathens, man. So everything that you done did unto the children of Israel, man, the Lord is coming back to repay, man.
You gotta close
And,
out.
hey, and with that, man, we want to give double honors to the apostles and elders that rule well, and salutations to the hopeful elect, teaching His truth, and throughout the four corners of the earth. With that, we want to give all praise to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahusha, Ba'ashem, B'Kor, Kodash, Barakatah.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and rule well, and salutations to the hopeful elect, teaching His truth throughout the four corners of the earth. With that, we want to say shalom.
Shalom.
I am sincere.
We can't, because you got a husband. We can't see.
I might get her mercy on you.
Told you, we have a